Alright. Alright. Am I ready? I think I am. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I'm tired. there's no sugarcoating. I'm just tired. Streaming be a young man. Nah, I'm not gonna be like that, but I'm just like, I just don't have enough in me. And I'm working too many hours. I gotta figure out some like work-life balance here a little bit, because I gotta help an intern, and she's counting on me, even though she's super smart. And you know, I'm pretty sure she's using an LLM to do most of her code for her. So whatever, you know, that's not the end point. Anyway, hope you guys are doing bitching. Hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, I was actually interested in continuing this game a lot. So let's load it up. Rejoice. All right, Commander Sterling's in this game. I forgot about that. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Quick catch up, just in case anyone's just joining or didn't see the last stream. What's the population of Earth minus 2 or 3 people? Anyway, what happened was we are apparently some sort of like journalist, although I think our character's background is very kind of like, not shady per se, but like someone who's clearly like had some trouble with the law or something, or like wasn't afraid to get their hands dirty. But we're like now basically a freelance journalist, and a friend of ours has gone missing. And the reason we know he's gone missing is because his latest prototype project broke into our house and is joining us as a ROM. And so we're kind of like on the trail. So we're trying to track down leads. Currently our goal is to get a fancy schmancy lawyer for hybrids named Jez, who's so mean to help us out. But she's like, look, the only way I'm gonna help you out is if you get these protesters, these bigots of the pure humanist reform, pure human revolution, the human revolution, pure human revolution, something out of here. So that's what we're trying to do right now. The human revolution. Yes, this. Look at the brochure. It's propaganda, and they really could have used better paper stock. Hey, listen, you gotta be when you're a bigoted cult, you're a bigoted cult of a budget sometimes. All right. So I remember last time that we got in here. It's the digital HASI menu. Even when you don't want to drink, it's fun to watch a screen flash.
They have all the basic HASI flavors, but their specialty menu has other HASI bar exclusive
Why do you keep doing that?
Like sassy HASI, poison HASI, classy HASI, or a grassy HASI shot.
You are really bothering me every time you do that, Turing. I get it. I get that they did that on purpose. If it's meant to bother me, it's working. Anyway, this is the little guy that our friend was kidnapped over. Also, we almost died. Got brain damage, potential brain damage. That was another thing that happened last week. A lot of things happened last time I opened this game up. But yeah, I remember like this girl owns the machine outside.
Hey again.
Hey Ramona, do you mind if I take that weather rod for a spin?
Sorry, but that thing cost me way too many credits to let just anyone poke at it.
But what if I told you I wasn't anyone?
I would need to see some serious credentials before I let you mess with it. You know, enough to make sure you can afford to replace it if you break it.
Okay, so this is where we left.
Otherwise, no touching.
Fair enough.
Okay, enjoy your drink and let me know if you need anything else.
Thanks, Ramona. She's sweet. Plus, she's got great taste in anime, I think. Anyway, so yeah, we left it off there, and I think the idea is to use this business card. Dr. Yannick Farlight's contact information is on the front. I think the idea is if I use an item on her, The gun! No. What happens if I use this?
Did you get that from the Genus protest?
She's not a fan. Hey, Ramona, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. But I have a business card.
Dr. Yannick Fairlight. I've heard of him. Super rich guy? Used to own System 1?
Yeah, that's the same guy. You know, not a lot of rich billionaires with giant floating chairs that look like the golden throne from the Emperor of Man and number 40K around, you know. I think, anyway.
Why are you giving me his card?
To show you have credentials. I work for him. He's looking to buy a climate control ROM like yours.
Yes. He's getting on in years, and it would be useful for when he goes out and about.
Now you know he's an AI. Now you know he's actually artificial intelligence, but he knows how to lie. He's a fibber. This is the face of a fibber.
That's why we wanted to see it before.
I need a close look to make sure it'll suit his purposes.
Yeah, okay. I guess you can take a peek.
Thanks, Ramona.
Don't bust it, though.
I promise.
I scanned this card, and I swear if you break my ROM, I'll be calling your boss. Here's the RFID key to access it.
Yes! Thanks!
Thank you. This will surely be useful for our needs.
Arigato gozaimashita.
Shall we go check it out?
You know it. We leave the acid bar. Hope I'm saying it right. I don't know if I have the right inflection for it. Alright, so let's take a look at the ROM.
This ROM has multiple different climate control settings. Maybe we could make things a little more festive. Christmas is my favorite season.
Christmas in July. I can't get over this face. I can't tell if he's like hurt
Should
or
I switch it to
stressed.
snow mode?
Let it snow, baby. Oh, it feels like it's stressed out. You okay, buddy?
It's snowing?
That's right, James. Stephanie.
Okay, people, I for one didn't bring any winter wear. Let's call it a day for now.
Yeah, you should probably leave. Snow mode deactivated. Oh, wow. No, wait, they'll just come back!
Excellent work.
That's me. Puzzle games. These old...
While I still have doubts about the moral superiority of using subterfuge to disperse a protest, we at least accomplished our goal peacefully.
I think I can... moral subterfuge, but moral subterfuge in the essence of, like, progressive values and anti-bigotry. I think it balances out. Also, like... we didn't, like, kill anybody. And we didn't, like... We were only dishonest to Ramona a little bit. We could pay for it. We could probably ask nicely for that. And we didn't kill anybody. I mean, I think we were doing it. I think we handled things quite peacefully. All things considered. Exactly.
And to be frank, considering how the human revolution is clearly working against my personal interests, I won't waste many clock cycles puzzling that ethical quandary out.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother anyway. What's up?
Might I draw your attention to those youths over yonder?
Those youths?
Counterculture clothing, obvious bad attitudes, and graffiti paraphernalia.
I know what you're thinking, Turing. And yes, they are the coolest people ever.
Those could be our suspects who damaged my home in the name of revolution.
Revolution! Couldn't hurt to check it out.
Right. We should approach them cautiously as to not start a confrontation with the wrong individuals.
Yeah,
They may even point us to the true culprits.
that's right. So, like, what he's talking about was my friend Turing's master. I forget his name. Was it Walden? Something like that. But Walden, his house got trashed, and we got bonked in the head with a neuro scrambler. And my pet suspicion is this is propaganda. Like, I don't think the human revolution just trashed the house and tried to steal him. Someone's doing a big cover up here.
Oh no, they've noticed our attentions. Come along, maybe we can catch them.
We're just so cool. Get those kids! Aw, damn it!
We'll never catch them on foot.
Nope.
Hold on, I'm calling for an auto cab of our own.
We're doing a high-speed chase right now?
I know it seems a great deal of trouble for such a tenuous lead, but I have a hunch about them.
Uh-huh.
The wicked flee when no man pursueth. The auto cab is estimated to take 5 minutes to arrive.
5 minutes, but I want it now.
We'll never be able to engage in pursuit fast enough to catch up to them. Perhaps we should call Tomcat.
Good idea. She could help.
Maybe they can do some bit of techno-wizardry and stop that cab.
She could probably hack into the infrastructure and make a few red lights take a little bit longer. Let's ring them up.
Excellent.
Mush mush.
Hold on while I connect us.
Oh, I forgot you're my phone.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy, Tomcat.
How's the search for the data cache going?
Actually, that's what we're calling about, Tomcat. We may have located the perpetrators, but they eluded us and are making their escape in an auto cab.
Mm-hmm. Can you help us?
We attempted to use a cab
would
of our
love it.
own to tail them, but it hasn't arrived and they're getting away.
Oh no. The horror.
Can you hack the cab and stop it?
Oof, no can do, little guy. Security on those cabs is tight, and the dang thing will shut down its external net connection long before I get in. Unless...
What?
Oh, I have an idea. Sit tight for just a sec.
Is it my idea? Hack into the smart poles and the traffic lights?
Alright, that went faster than spit on a skillet.
What'd you do?
I did a job a few years back and had to break into the city's central traffic network. Do me a favor and don't ask why.
This guy knows how a hacker might think, baby. Once in a blue moon. Broken clock's twice. Broken clock is right twice a day. All that jazz.
The back door I drilled into that long ago is still wide open. I'm logging into the traffic management system now.
They didn't close it? Ugh. That's not good.
Wait. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
They may not have fixed that back door, but they did install a new counter-intrusion
Hey, Diggs!
VI.
Welcome back. Good to see ya. How you doing? Hope you're having a good one. We're just getting started. We were having a high-speed chase. Trying to figure some stuff out.
Oh, the damn thing is hot on my tail.
What thing? Oh, right, the countermeasure. What's a VI?
Virtual intelligence.
Oh.
They're kind of like Turing, except less creative and inventive, and definitely not sapient.
Okay.
But they're nasty enough at hunting down hackers and crackers if you're willing to pay for a good one.
So in other words, a bot, basically.
I gotta take care of this VI. I'm gonna need the two of you to handle the traffic system. Turing, I'm passing control to you.
Wait, what?
Hold tight. I'm gonna be doing some 2 sets of hands on 1 keyboard kind of hacking. Just push on the map and load it up on Turin's face. Sorry, Turin.
I got a slide puzzle? Oh no.
Ooh, they're on the move.
I can see that. What am I supposed to be doing here?
Here's how it works.
Okay.
Use your display map to keep track of their cab and redirect it back to you.
So you need me to get it back here.
You can trigger traffic nodes at intersections so the cab thinks the streets are blocked off. Do it right, and you should be able to steer them right back to you. You just gotta make sure to stop them where you're at, or else they'll just go running off on foot. I'll put a goal marker on the map for you.
Okay, I can see the goal marker.
You can trigger any node on the map at any time, so plan ahead. I'd say you'll have time for 2 moves every time they hit an intersection. If they go off the map, though, you'll lose them.
Okay, it's interesting they said 2 moves. It's interesting you said that. So basically... Alright. I think this is playing out the way I think it's gonna play out, but let's see.
Block every road that leads out of our grid, and watch the places with 3 exits you can't all cover in one go-around.
Right.
Just hurry. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep this VI from messing on the carpet, and once I kill the connection, this old trick is over.
So she's saying, like, avoid the ones with the multiple intersections, because you only get, I'm guessing, 2 shots per intersection. Interessante. Okay, I have an idea.
I'll tap into the cab control node they're currently arriving at.
How you doing? So, Diggs, I hope you're doing well, man. We're just, I hope you having a good, I hope you had a good weekend. Actually, speaking of the weekend, this morning was, my time anyway, was All In. God, I can't wait to watch that. I really want to watch that. I'm looking forward to, like, seeing the results of that. But, either way, Diggs, thanks so much for being here, man. I really appreciate anyone who comes in and says hi. Alright, let's see if we can,
Our top priority is to ensure they cannot leave the area Tomcat's given us access to.
Right.
I'll mark the southern exit as closed first.
Am I gonna pick it or not?
Only have time to block off 2 routes before the autocab will make a decision and move. We shouldn't block the route back here. We have to stop them where we can catch them. Once you get them back here, press the big button on top of the map to shortwire the autocab.
Right.
Be careful. If you stop their ride anywhere else, they'll just run off. What do you think our next move should be?
Oh, so I actually get to pick now. Alright. Don't let them move east. No, I want them that. Well, block them to the north.
Turn, I can't have you talking. It's messing with the signal.
Yeah, okay. So, do they come back?
It's up to you now. Don't let those punks escape, and don't trap them anywhere that's not here.
Okay, so this is the puzzle.
We can access any of the control nodes in the area at any time. Plan ahead, and we should be able to get them. Got it?
I think so. So 15 in Dolores, 15 in Guerrero. Okay, so I get 2 moves every time. So what I was thinking is, but the problem is now, okay. So let's see here. Like, I think if I just do this, do I just win? Because then they have to circle, they have to double back. Do I just win? Or is this blocked off now? Am I just blocked off now? Or, did I just cut them completely off? Oh, this is gonna take a little bit more time than I think it did. No, they can go that way. Good. So I am right. And then I go back here, and then I hit stop.
Ha! We've got them now. Let's go!
So I was right. Okay.
I'm gonna go stop
All right,
them.
good,
and
good.
then we can interrogate the miscreants.
Big smart boy, right here. All right. All right, dudes.
What the hell do you want?
God, you are angry. Also, are you really anti-human? Are you really human revolution? One of these guys is not like the other.
Who do you think you're messing with, huh? You ain't got nothing on us. And if you don't get out of my way, I'll mess you up.
Should I just zap him?
Hey, what do you think we should do?
Zap him?
We haven't observed them doing anything illegal, and we could potentially make this go over smoothly.
I mean, true.
Or we could share news of this encounter with Lexi before things get out of hand. These two seem agitated already, and it may be best to make sure they're handled by the appropriate authorities. Those are the options I deduced. Questions or cops. It's up to you. How do you want to do this?
Do I get to pick or do I have to save? I can't save, huh? Maybe, listen. I'm always of the opinion, let's try talking it out first.
We just have a few questions for you, sirs. If you'd be so kind as to give us a few minutes of your time.
Did you not hear what I...
Maybe we should just answer their questions.
That's right, listen to your friend. He's calm, he's cool, he's collected.
I mean, we didn't do anything wrong, right?
Right! We ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah, there you go, that's the spirit, boys. So, what's the spray can for?
We're newbie street artists.
Really? Anything I would know?
These are the tools of our trade.
These are all above board and legal.
Spray paint's board legal now?
We just got done making a piece for a client.
Oh, really?
That's right. We're artists.
We're artists. Give them the same. We're owl exterminators. Anyway, so what's in the bag?
You a cop?
No.
Cause if you ain't, we ain't got nothing in the bag.
Why'd you run though?
Running? Who was I running from? You calling me a coward?
I don't think that's what they were insinuating.
Yeah, I mean, if you got listen, guys, if you had a commission, you could just tell me. I'm not gonna throw you off or anything.
Right. We just got places to get to, and gotta go fast. You're holding us up.
All right, that's fine, Sonic. Listen, it's okay. I get it. You got a hot date with Blaze. Get it? Anyway, let's go. Come on, just talk to me, guys. This is getting ridiculous.
Enough! Stop assuming you can misdirect us with blustery words and feigned ignorance.
Oh, jeez.
I've matched the hues of those paints and the patterns of the bottom of your shoes with 95% accuracy to the scene of Hayden Weber's apartment.
Hayden. I was close. I said Walden. Anyway, also, you can do that? You could have just, like, saved me some trouble here.
Now tell us what you were doing there and why you stole Hayden's data cache.
Now you're accusing us of stealing? Why, I oughta...
I got a gun.
Chad, I think they're onto us. Maybe we just answer their questions so they don't go to the cops?
Yeah, that's it. Listen. Come on,
Damn
Jack.
it, Oliver! I told you I'm Starfucker now!
I don't know what to make of that nickname. Like, where were you what is the energy you're trying to, what is the energy you're trying to exude there? Because I don't think that means what you think it means, my man. I was thinking Chad at this
I
point.
only went along with this because you said we would go to a movie afterwards.
Oliver's heart is clearly not in this. He's like, I should be home painting my figurines.
I don't even care about this human revolution stuff.
He's got his head
Just
right.
because your dad...
Uh-oh.
Don't talk about my dad.
Uh-oh. Touched a nerve.
Fine. Whatever. We'll answer your friggin' questions.
There we go, Starfucker. That's all we needed to do. Why tag Hayden's apartment?
Aw, man. No big reason.
I like the art, the pixel art on this. I wonder what they animated it with. Was it Ace Sprite? Was it something different? I wonder.
I mean, he's a big hotshot researcher at Parallax, right?
How do you know that, though?
We heard a rumor his place was empty. Who's gonna pass up a sweet target like that? We don't need any more of this tech shit, like your lippy ROM over there.
Lippy. Do you know anything about his kidnapping?
Kidnapped? He's been kidnapped?
Yeah.
Shit, we ain't got nothing to do with that. We just sliced the door controls and trashed the place. Wasn't nobody there.
Okay. Why did you take the cash, though?
I told you we didn't steal nothing.
Be quiet, Chad. I don't want to go to juvie.
Oh, yeah, no. You
Here,
wouldn't survive.
You can have it.
Thanks, buddy. That's all I wanted.
Okay, well, thanks for giving it back.
Stay out of trouble. You're good kids.
Yeah, whatever. Just get out of my way.
We hope you find that Hayden guy. And we're real sorry. We weren't trying to hurt anyone.
Thanks, Oliver. Good kids.
All right, let's go catch that movie.
Great! Can we get dinner first?
Sure, whatever you want.
Aww. He is a good kid. I guess that's their cab going away?
That's not right. I'm certain I deactivated snow mode.
Uh-oh.
Incoming call from Tomcat.
Hey, folks.
What happened? Did you do this, Comcat?
Jess just called and told me she has a clear way to the access node.
Hi, Jess.
She'll get you inside, and I'll walk you through connecting me so I can access the Parallax network. That should help our hunt.
Okay.
Did you get the data cache?
Sure did.
Yes, those punks happen to have it.
Got lucky there. I didn't think we were gonna get it back that easily.
Oh, great. We don't have time to worry about it right now, though. Go to Stardust and drop it off with Majid for me, okay? He'll hold it to pass on to me once I get there.
Okay.
I managed to trigger an alert within Parallax's network security, and they're gonna be moving their logs from one secure server to another.
Okay.
I need y'all in place of that access node before they do. No time for lollygagging.
Okay, so...
No problem,
do I go to
Tomcat.
Stardust or not? You said no lollygag, so to go to the node or go to Stardust? Make up your
We'll
mind.
make our way there directly after we return to Stardust.
Okay, fair enough.
We can worry about the weather ROM's malfunction later.
Oh, she's gonna be
Let's
so
go.
pissed.
Our mission for Jess is done.
Hooray! Maybe she'll be less mean to us. Nah, who am I kidding? She's still gonna be so mean. She is so mean.
Welcome to Stardust.
Thank you.
There's Majid. We should leave this data cache with him
Yep,
first,
Majid
like
and-
Tomcat asked.
Yep, Majid and his big lover bear, Huggy Bear. Hey, Majid, can you hold this for me, buddy?
All right. Tomcat asked me to take that off your hands and pass it on to them later. Thanks for getting it to me.
Thanks, Majid. You're peach. I should have looked at it first, I think, but then again, would I have been able to do anything with it? Probably
I
not.
won't pester you about what it is.
Thanks.
I know things are always very hush-hush with Tomcat.
Really? It's because it gets into this often.
I'll make sure they get it later today.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Alright, I guess we leave and we go back to the map and we go to the node. Oh, okay, never mind. Apparently that's where we do got it. We have some unfinished business here.
Welcome to Stardust.
Hey, thanks. I was just here like 2 minutes ago. Please don't be mean. Please don't be mean. Excuse me, sir. I need to get through.
You again? All right, I'll let you in. But you better stay out of trouble.
I promise. Please don't be mean. Please don't be mean. Hi, Jess.
Hey, I heard from my friends down the street that the protesters are gone. Must have been you, huh? Alright then. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and return the favor.
Thank you.
Tomcat said that if you got to an old abandoned access node, you might be able to find out what happened to Hayden.
Okay. Sounds good.
I called up a buddy who's on night shift for Parallax tonight. He can buzz you in. But if anything happens, you broke in.
Fair enough.
This puts us at about even. Don't think about drawing any more debits for a while.
Noted.
Good luck. Keep me out of your shit.
That was easily the nicest she was to us this entire time so far. Alright, well, that's good. That's good. We're making progress. And as long as we don't piss her off or do anything, maybe we can keep it this way. Dog patch. I'm wondering how many more nodes we got in this entire place to go, but I figured it out. I should probably save. Anyway, December 21st. Nighttime at the dog patch.
This is the place Tomcat said we should head to.
Is that the door, or is that just more graffiti?
Unassuming and quiet. I'll
That's just what
be
they want you to
honest.
think.
I don't think I would be in this section of the city without Jess giving us the all clear. The crime statistics are quite alarming, so let us get done with our errand here and move on to safer ground.
Listen, let's just play it cool, man. Let's just... Don't be worried about getting mugged.
I can't help it.
Look, you can't presume just people are
Stealing a
being
ROM
mean.
is considered petty theft, and I'd really rather not be taken by some miscreants out to pawn me for a minor amount of credits.
Listen, they've got their own struggles.
Our
Besides,
hypothetical kidnapper wouldn't even be punished worse than a slap on the wrist if it were a first offense.
yeah, I mean, listen. Plus, you know, give yourself a little bit more credit. You'd get maybe a little bit more credits.
Though, I suppose I shouldn't get too worked up about the legal system not accounting for machine sapience. I am the first.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're what we would call a legal precedent, Turing. How about that? Feel
That I
better.
know of, anyway.
All right, turbo. Let's look at this. Beautiful turbo generator just out here generating energy. Wonder what's using all this extra power. Good question. This pipe is doing what all good pipes should do. It's piping out that energy. Out with the used, in with the unused. Gotta keep the generator cool, or else, you know, it'll break. So, street art, the apartment door, litter. Standard plastic bag level litter. Well, talk to it. Gives new meaning to trash talk. Even if you wanted to pick that up, it's practically scum welded to the street. Alright, that's the access node, that's the apartment door.
You know, right after we found Hayden's apartment in such disarray, I started looking into graffiti and street art more thoroughly.
Did you?
I have never much considered doing any of it myself, but it seems like an interesting avenue to pursue once I move beyond abstract expressionism.
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of go from, like, Jet Set Radio's point of view, like, look, graffiti is illegal, but also graffiti is art, you know?
The simpler tags, visual shoutings of identity and existence,
Yeah, exactly.
they exhibit a feeling I can sympathize with. But it's these larger pieces, riots of color and chaos, that really interest me.
They meant to convey a
Petty
lot of...
vandalism is beneath me, but there are other avenues for the practice.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like, I imagine, like, when I was back in the States, weren't there, like, programs for, like, kids to, like, go to, like, there were, like, designated areas, like, oh, yeah, go tag things, spray things. Of course, that's not gonna stop other people. Like, I think part of the thrill is, like, for graffiti artists is, like, going places you're not supposed to go or where no one else dares to. At least that's the culture around, like, the games and all the videos and stuff is, like, that I've seen. I don't know how true that is. I'm not in that scene. But I imagine, like, it's part of, like, it's that spirit of rebellion that, you know, I can always empathize with.
For example, did you know that Los Angeles in the mid-2030s legalized the tagging of mural-style street art on any building without requiring permission from the owner or city?
I did not know that.
It was chaos of the highest degree for a while, but now the place is truly remarkable.
So we're gonna be do that in like 10 years then, huh?
Perhaps I will visit once this is all done with.
Perhaps you should. That graffiti is actually the symbol of gonzo journalism. Gonzo journalism. I know that. I've heard that term. What's that mean again? Gonzo journalism. Oh, it's even got the bloody... It's even got the same symbol. So this is gonzo journalism. Gonzo journalism is a style of journalism that is written without claims of objectivity, often including the reporter as part of the story using a first-person narrative. The word gonzo is believed to have been used. Okay. So it's basically how, like, journalists say, like, we're objective. We're only saying the facts, and I was like,
Ah, I hadn't even noticed.
Yep.
Do you have much experience with gonzo journalism yourself? Reporting after or during direct participation? If you do end up writing on this experience, whatever you produce would be the very definition of it. You're too close to be objective now, and you're a key subject in this event.
Yeah, he's got a point. Like, even if I were to write something, it would be from a first-hand perspective.
It doesn't seem to be your usual style, but you couldn't go another route at this point, and you're in the clear as you didn't instigate the situation.
If this was something like, maybe, like, if I was trying to play for a rejected newspaper, that'd be something. But blog posts and stuff, that would be cool. I could make a YouTube video out of this. Or a lips video out of this.
I've never had much interest in the practice, but spending so much time around you has taught me to look at events in a different light. Perhaps only because I can verify your personal experiences as fact.
Well, good.
Sorry, I'm rambling again, aren't I? And we're on a schedule. I don't even want to think about this.
Okay, fair enough.
What if we don't find Hayden? What if we do? My memory processors are shot from the stress of the past day. It's already taken a toll on me. But never mind.
You're yapping. You're yapping.
Let's find that access node.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's find Hayden.
Oh, there you go. That's the spirit. Did it actually just say something to you? Maybe, but I didn't hear it because I don't have a soul of the street. Anyway.
This is the door to the access node that Tomcat told us about. We need to use the buzzer to get inside.
Okay. Is there a buzzer here, or just, I guess, use?
Parallax Walk, AN-19 security.
Hello?
Yes, can I help you?
We're friends of Jess?
I was wondering when you'd get there. You're at the access node on Cesar Chavez in Indiana, right?
That's right.
Good. Be quick. Don't touch anything. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This conversation never happened. And you're on your own if you get caught out there.
Who said that? I didn't have this conversation.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thanks.
This is it. Let's go inside, and I'll call Tomcat.
Here's hoping. I have that gun on me, just in case,
This place
right?
doesn't look like it's had any maintenance in years. I hope the systems are still functional. Oh, I forgot you can't see in darkness.
Yes.
Maybe that switch over there adjusts the lighting.
I'm a human. I don't have dark vision naturally. Ooh. That's a mess of wires. What was that?
Oh, Tomcat is pinging us, forwarding video and audio.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Howdy.
Howdy. Y'all at the access node?
You know it.
I'm set to slice in once Turn makes physical access.
Okay.
Of course, Tomcat. Just walk me through how to connect myself, and I'll give you the necessary system permissions to use me as an interface.
Huh. Use me.
Just patch yourself into the links terminal down there, and I should be able to get started.
Okay.
Connecting wirelessly to it now.
Wirelessly. Wouldn't a
Permissions
hardwire...
granted.
Wouldn't a hardwire be better?
Please be careful in there.
Maybe not.
Don't worry, doll. I'm an old hand at this. You won't notice a thing.
Work your magic, Tomcat.
1 sec. Oh, shoot. Y'all have a bit more to do before I can get the info we need.
Okay.
This system's still running on old cassettes, and the recall slot is empty. Can't call up Hayden's info file without it.
Okay.
There should be a cassette on the opposite side of the wall we can overwrite with the recall program. Pretty sure all that one was used for was phone monitoring. You know, from back when phone networks were separate from data networks.
Right. That still exists, right?
I swear, y'all, I just turned 22. Anyways, we need to move that cassette across the room to access the records.
Are you talking about these delicious-looking pieces of pie or something there, Tomcat?
Figure out how to do that and hit me back up when you've done it.
Oh, okay, we're on our own. Cassette row. Yeah, so these Doritos, these pie slices are what we're looking at. Modern versions of cassettes like these are a tenth of the size. Dirty, tangled wires lay on the floor. Where are the standards? List of things to check on to make sure everything's running A-okay. This sign warns that this area contains high voltage. Utility arm. A robotic arm used to move data cassettes around the node. Okay. Utility arm guide.
According to this poster, the data cassettes can only be moved by using the links panel to control the utility arm.
Okay. So we gotta use the terminal and log into Link server Z77 Gamma. Welcome to Links. Access review maintenance log. Authentication needed. Please use biometric reader to log in. I don't want to touch anything if I don't have to. Retract arm. Okay. Retract arm. Turn arm. Move arm left. Extend arm. Retract arm. Turn arm. Turn arm right. Extend arm.
Nice job!
That was it? Oh, I thought I was gonna have to do a lot more than that, but okay.
I'm gonna put some more pressure on them to move the data now, and we'll see if we can't slurp it right out of this network trunk.
I love a good data slurp.
You would have thought that someone would have noticed and decommissioned this access node when the neighborhood went to hell, but...
Hey, you know.
This mouse is happy to play while the cat is away.
I mean, they could probably use it as a backup, but that's assuming they maintain this place at all. Why would they move the data?
I've been targeting one of their data centers with a botnet-driven DDoS attack, hitting every port into its network that I can find.
I know that. I know at least what you're talking about with there, Tomcat. A bot storm for DDoS.
Ain't likely to do much, but toss in a few attempts to crack the firewall and their VIs are shitting bricks.
I can see that.
It's standard procedure for them to move their sensitive data to a different data center in case the attacker actually gets in.
I wonder how quickly you can
Make
do
enough
that.
noise and it'll scare them enough into taking some defensive action, which is where we want them. The files are more vulnerable in transit.
Right. What? Why is this place usable for us anyway?
Way back when I was a youngin', when I first hacked into Parallax's network, I mostly did it to make a point, yeah?
Let me guess, you did it here?
They were just about to launch the meshnet system, and I wanted to show the whole darned world that their security had more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
Cheese.
Of course, I wasn't too shy about poking in a few more holes of my own devising while I was there.
Uh-huh.
After putting in some more tricky software backdoors, I went ahead and deleted this access node off the maintenance schedule.
Oh, so that's why it's so disrepaired.
Then I reassigned the guy who was supposed to keep an eye on it to a different location.
Okay.
They were in the process of buying up a whole gaggle of these nodes in preparation to set up a private network for themselves. All just to use for the meshnet launch. Maybe a little too confident of them. Most of the software holes have been patched out as they've upgraded their network, but this old place is just as forgotten as I left it.
I'm surprised it hasn't been, like, removed from the network entirely, being so out of date, but I guess because you deregistered there, you don't have any clue. Surprised it can still reach the network. Anyway, let us know when you're done.
Now y'all just hold tight. I'll be done with this lickety-split.
All right, everybody, brace yourselves. Are you holding tight? Tomcat said so.
Surveillance camera footage.
A surveillance camera. I don't like that look in her eye.
Oh, God.
Tomcat.
Oh, Turin.
Tom.
I'm so sorry.
Tommy.
What is it, Tomcat? What did you find?
He's gone, Turin.
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
Shit. I mean, he's gone. Gone, Turin. Hayden is dead.
Well, that obviously isn't right, Tomcat. Why would they kill him?
Good question.
Can you send me the relevant files?
Are you sure you want to see that turn?
You must have missed something.
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure. Parallax, they had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. Just a short clip.
How short? And why would they? Oh, I guess the security cam for the hallway, but...
It looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him. I also found some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him. I'm so damn sorry.
Turin?
Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Tomcat.
Turing?
I think I'll walk back to the apartment. I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario. If you'll excuse me.
Poor guy.
Should you follow them?
Yeah. I don't know what to pick. I'm not that heartless, am I? I'll catch up later.
If you say so.
I don't know. That feels completely selfish, but I need to make sure he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging through this data until they kick me out of the system. I'll try to find some kind of lead on why this whole thing started in the first place.
So we've gone from a kidnapping case now to a murder case.
Maybe I can find something out about who killed Hayden and why Parallax has a copy of the footage. It ain't much of a silver lining, but we have the answer on Hayden's fate.
You're right about that. Also, I mean, clearly two large dudes. It's clearly Miss Montgomery Burns hired goons. You know, Hayden was at the door, and he goes, "Hello, hired goons." Hired goons.
Maybe it's time to call it quits.
Yeah. I think we could always use a break today, Tomcat.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Thanks. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Thank you. I will save. We just weren't exactly in any danger yet. Chapter 3. Is that close to Chapter 3? I probably should have just gotten there, but it's fine. It's fine. Still December 21st. Late night. Outer sunset.
Oh, you're back.
I'm glad you made it all back okay, buddy. How you doing? Do you want a soda? Do you want whatever's growing in the sink over there? How you doing, Turn?
You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time.
Mm-hmm.
I am a machine, And intrinsically, I do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant. But his code is a flawless replication of that, inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger.
That's a very natural reaction.
It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge. My motherboard burns in my casing from how little I can rest. I'm in pain, and I can't make it go away.
Very human.
Ugh.
I love the animations they've done for him.
I do not like the thoughts I'm having about the people who did this to him.
Can you turn them off?
I could. I can disable those modules. But if I turn off every emotion I don't want to feel, what does that make me? Would I still be me? If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
There is a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself.
I mean, if you said it's a perfect replica, probably a lot of it, or all of it.
Either way, Hayden deserves my grief.
He does.
It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Did you see the jade plant?
I didn't.
It's doing well, despite the hardships it has gone through.
Got an achievement for that.
There is a lesson there. I don't know that I can listen to it right now, but I'll try. Will you keep helping me? I need you.
Aww.
To find the bastards who killed my progenitor.
You could just say "father" like a normal person in that exact inflection.
Finish this. I don't know what I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through.
Okay. We'll find them. We'll find them and the truth turn.
What does the truth mean anymore? What does it matter? Will finding the truth bring back Hayden? Will it fix the pain they've left me in?
No, but neither will necessarily vengeance.
But I guess you're right. Knowing the whys and wherefores will bring closure to this. I could use a measure of closure.
Yeah.
I think for now we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I.
As best we can.
It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's true. It could also help us out people.
We'll talk after you've had some time to rest. You likely need sleep, and I need some time to... I need some time.
Delicious sleep. So I guess we're going to sleep. Finally. December 22nd. Neo San Francisco. Outer sunset.
Good morning. I trust you slept well.
I kind of wish I was like the Law and Order thing. The dong, but it's fine. I'm fine. Sure. And what about you?
I had ample time to recharge my internal batteries.
That's not gonna cost me a fortune, is it? My electric bill's... good. You know, I don't want to play it off. He needs time.
Now that we are both refreshed, I feel it wouldn't hurt to recap our progress and determine if any changes should be made based on our successes and failures. let's talk about how things are going so far.
Okay, let's talk about how bad I'm messing up the investigation, guys. You ready to see how I am the best cop?
Since your journalistic efforts are a big part of why I originally recruited you, we can start there.
Sure.
Your inquiring mind has been a huge boost in our journey thus far.
Big smart boy!
As a ROM, I can't talk to people as intently as you, so I must say I'm quite grateful for your skills in that regard.
I never thought the autistic kid would be a good talker.
You're diligent in your day-to-day work as well, which further grounds my hope in you. Beyond journalistic persistence, let's take a look at how we've performed in other responsibilities.
Okay.
Specifically, our choices in overcoming obstacles.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
I must say, our first hurdle was handled masterfully by you, and we avoided any further issue. Great start.
Big smart boy! Sorry, just can't help but, like,
Furthermore,
brag.
I am pleased with your utilization of non-violent methods. Eliminating any excessive risk should allow us to move swiftly.
I did promise my
Finally,
sister's
I
lover.
was quite impressed by your ability to adapt on the fly, as they say, and perform so well when thrust into a sudden situation.
I'm just that big smart.
Lastly, I'd like to discuss how we're getting along with our companions and allies along the way. It's important.
I hope.
I was very impressed with your negotiation abilities with those kids. We got our data cache, and they went on their way, and hopefully learned a lesson too.
Yay!
Jess is a bit of a harder read, but she did agree to help us out in a big way.
I think at least we're even Steven with her. But I certainly don't want to piss her off if we can avoid it.
As long as her brash nature doesn't tempt you to lash out, I think things will go smoothly.
It's one of those things like, I think everybody has someone like that, and believe me, even the, like, listen, I sympathize with her plight, and she's been through a lot of shit. She's still super mean, and just because you've been through a lot of trauma doesn't mean you get to be mean to other people for free, but...
Detective Rivers was good to involve as well, and I
good.
can tell you enjoy having a familiar face around.
She's great. Plus she can, like, bench press me if she wanted to.
She could prove to be our greatest aid, as long as we make it worth her time. No funny business.
Yeah, no worries. I'm wondering if we need to talk to the detective now, because, like, well, it's now a murder.
Tomcat seems to genuinely care for our cause, and I have no trouble with letting their expertise guide us.
Yeah, Tomcat's good peeps.
Out of everyone else, they seem to be easiest to get along with, too. And finally, you and I.
Mm-hmm.
I must say, we have worked together better than I ever expected. I hope you feel the same.
Oh, why are you blushing then, boy?
I feel
wait, you're
confident
always
in our
blushing.
combined ability, and I enjoy your company as well. Please, continue showing me around the city as we continue our search. Unfortunately, we've just about run out of leads.
There is the data cache.
Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in Parallax's network while they were inside.
True. I'm sure they did.
I hope so, but I feel a little bad for relying on them as much as we do.
Yeah, we'll make it up.
Always going so far for Hayden. They must have been close.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the only reason she's pushing hard.
Oh, speaking of them, incoming call from Tomcat.
Alright, put her on.
Forwarding video and audio.
That face. That face. I'm just looking at like, just... Morning.
Morning.
Hey, morning.
Turin, how you been doing, hon?
I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern.
Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way. You hear?
Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at. Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark.
Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it.
Why aren't we bringing up the data cache?
A lot of it's unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs. Juicy meat for other corporations, but about as useful as dirt to us.
I want those TPS reports, though.
It'll take me a while to decrypt all of Hayden's files, but maybe we'll find something there.
Okay, we got the data
So,
cache.
no, I don't have as much as a whiff of a trail on who's behind this.
Okay.
Though, I recently got a strange request from a friend of a friend. Someone's been messing with the articles of a news organization named Augmented Eye.
Not the Augmented Eye.
It seems like the network security head there's asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their reports are getting changed. The original files on their servers are untouched. In their system, everything looks peachy keen. But when you view the site from the outside of the network, things are changed up.
Interesting. So, like, if you're inside the internal firewall, it looks like nothing's broken, but, like, interesting.
A word here, phrase there. It's subtle, but often has a big impact on the article's tone.
Oh, I can see. Someone knows
Someone
what they're
with
doing.
deep access to Parallax's meshnet is changing what's being shown.
And someone who knows a little bit about, political warfare, I guess.
I ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zen.
Sounds good.
I ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a stranger, but it seems like your kind of deal.
What do you mean?
It does seem to be a bit of a stretch. But if we have to wait for you to work on the data we've collected anyway...
We'll look into it.
Alright, I'll pass the word along that you'll be in sometime today to stick your noses in.
That's apparently what I do.
And I'll send y'all word as soon as I get anything worth hunting down.
If I'm gonna play my character as a journalist, or a freelance journalist, it could be a juicy story to be like, hey, someone's like messing with the Augmented Eye.
Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance.
Whip you!
No problem, Turin. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. You've been through some shit in the past few days.
That's putting it mildly.
I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine.
Okay.
I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death.
I don't know if you have.
It's time to move on with the investigation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just worried.
Yeah.
So, I'm here if you need anything.
Understood. I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch.
Alright, later, Turn.
Dude, come on now.
Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the COS IO Corp office building on your map.
Oh, God. It's been a long-ass
Also,
day.
While we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight.
Uh-oh. Is it about that weather robot?
Displaying.
Uh-oh. Atmail?
Greetings.
Greetings, Mechanicus.
I hope you'll forgive me for a voice-only message, but I'm undergoing my treatments and would not call myself presentable for a video call.
Uh-huh.
Still, I wanted to inform you of an idea I had while looking into our mutual acquaintance's disappearance. I haven't had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research.
Why does that name sound so familiar?
She's the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs. Melody and I are no longer on speaking terms, so I'm afraid I can't introduce you.
Okay.
But perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home. I hope this lead serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in and out of the hospital room where we met for the next few days.
Okay.
I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Yours, Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Interesting. I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Maybe this melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction.
Maybe.
Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason.
I'm sure.
Hopefully we can talk our way in.
So we have 2 leads.
I have highlighted Melody's home on your map.
Right. There you go. Now we have 2 leads, you big robot. You big...
Okay, we can now either follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB, or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first. Tomcat's led us in the right direction so far, but Fairlight has resources and his tip might end up being more relevant. It depends on what you want our focus to be on in terms of tracking Hayden's trail. Should we follow the media or the tech? It's fitting. They're the 2 factors that make NeoSF so unique and wonderful. If we explore them both to the fullest, there's no way we won't be closer to the answer.
You're gonna let me explore both, right? This is just basically telling me there's branching paths now. But they kind of could diverge and then come back. Save, overland. Murber. Ochre. Murber Ochre. I'm doing that in honor of one of my good friends, Saki, who just recently had a birthday. So it's very nice to watch her. She was playing. She's a Dead by Daylight expert. She was having some fun. Gave her some subs. She's doing good. Hope she had a wonderful birthday. Maybe one day the disappointment of being unable to read these pages will inspire you to write on them. Maybe one day I will learn how to read. It's not that fancy voice-activated paper. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Wilty seems to be hanging in there. Looks like you're gonna be just fine after all. Bring Wilty back to outstanding health. You doing good. You doing that good. So, detective is no longer available. Interesting. Could go to the park. Starghost Club. Market Street's still snowing. Alright, so I guess we had 2 divergent paths. It sounded like they would come back. Let's follow the tech first. Look at this place. Something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wool gathering.
What?
I see we've arrived at the Melody Flores residence. It's quite impressive. But that's to be expected, considering that she is still the majority owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group, despite retiring from day-to-day operations at the company.
Still her company, then, basically?
I wonder how she and Hayden first began working together.
Yeah, 2 billionaires, who knows?
Sorry. Back on task.
You're okay.
Is there anything you'd like to know before we head inside?
Give me a rundown of the company.
Flower Cybernetics was established in the early 2000s by Melody's mother, Antonella.
Early 2000s? Oh, right, 2064. God, I'm gonna feel ancient when it's 2064. I am gonna be ancient when it's 2064.
It started out developing cutting-edge medical tech, including advanced prosthesis and nanoparticle diagnostic and treatment technologies.
I wonder if that's how he got started with him.
They were vastly successful when they perfected the first synthetic nerve mesh, allowing direct connection and control between the nervous system and a cybernetic prosthesis.
I'm guessing that's how Dr. Fulbright got involved.
The majority of their early projects were defense technologies for the American military,
Of course they were.
developing ruggedized military prosthesis for use on injured soldiers, and then eventually electively for special forces.
Uh-huh.
This research line culminated in the development of brain-controlled androids as shock troops, long since barred by international law.
Uh-huh. When has that stopped America?
Melody took over the company from her aging mother, and she fought against developing further military hardware from that point on.
Oh, that's fair.
She pushed the company to use the BCA technology for the company's original goals of medical advancement, as well as developing the first direct link virtual reality implants.
We can put the internet in your brain!
The company is largely successful on a global scale, despite continued legislative movement against extensive cybernetic use, especially brain implants.
Yannick, got it. What can you tell me about Melody herself?
Not a whole lot.
Really?
She's largely private, in contrast to her mother's penchant for courting a media circus.
Oh, okay.
Several biographies of former Flower executives show her as intensely passionate about demilitarizing the company to the point of absolute viciousness in the boardroom.
Damn, she's a battle axe, huh?
But it's been a long time since her days of fighting for the company, and she's since stepped away from the helm. There's talk that she's lost her spine in her old age, but...
Uh-huh. No one has the balls.
I take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, no one has the balls to say it alive, huh?
She may have retreated from the corporate battlefield, but you don't change the entire direction of a company as large as Flower if you're a quitter.
Yeah, I think she's just like...
Stay on your toes.
We're gonna get into a battle axe. Didn't Yannick say she and Millie had fallen out?
He did, and I can't shine much light on that.
Damn. Hoping for some
I know that
juicy
System
gossip.
1 worked with Flower to help develop the first operating systems for the direct link virtual reality implants, so perhaps it happened during that time.
Probably.
Also, Flower eventually went with a different company for future models of the implant, but there was never any public talk of a personal falling out between the heads of the companies. I'll scrape the mesh for more rumors, but they'll only be that, rumors.
That's fine.
I can do my best to parse fact from fiction, but it blurs too much for me to be sure what's real.
Let's go ahead and push in.
No time like the present, then.
Windows line the front of the house and broadcast the hints of an expertly designed den inside. It says a bear. Small scare bear statues guard the entrance to the mansion. It's like Shadowgate. They'll come to life and eat my face off. Hey, baby. What's your sign? If that was a female bear, she'd be rolling on the floor laughing. It's framed with light blue curtains that probably cost... What? It's framed with light blue curtains that probably cost more than your rent. Each. Ow!
They'd look cuter if they had little outfits on.
I mean, he's not wrong. The silence is unbearable. You got any more bear puns? You both are just polar opposites. It's not heartbreak. It feels more like Kodiak arrest. it can be difficult to find solidarity. I'm just gonna keep going until I hit a repeat. All shall bear witness to these puns. You were barely ready for this. Getting through all these is pretty grisly. Sorry, have to panda to the fan base. We have a pun quota. This is the bare minimum. How many did they program? You're getting oh so angry. No, I'm not. The rage inside you is brewing. Oh my god. Was that one barely necessary? Now this is the battle who first will cave. Okay, we're getting a little weaker. You know you love these puns. Don't be such a soon bear. I'm not gonna quit. Your signs broke the sound barrier. You know what? No. Did you know a group of bears is called a sleuth? Probably not. That's why there wasn't a sleuth pun. Give it a second to come up with another one. Bear with it. Damn it! Bear with it! Oh, he got it. Hey, baby. Oh, there we go. Alright. That was a lot of puns. This looks like the buzzer for an apartment complex. She just needs... She needs one of these just for one house? Apparently. Oh. Well, I mean... I was saying one of them was gonna maul my face off. Maybe it's the door guard. Hi. Is Melody home?
Your guess is as good as mine. Mine says we can go in. Should we?
Yeah, what's the worst? We're only gonna get mauled by a bear if we go in.
Oh, wow! Swanky!
God, this is fancy life. Swanky?
What? I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialisms.
I mean, that's a good one.
Is swanky too out of date?
Now you're good.
It's certainly before my time.
Hello, madam.
Oh, Ms. Flores!
Hello, Miss Flores.
Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing, and...
Oh, I know who you are.
I can explain. I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight? I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case. Though I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises his profile on the mesh.
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
Turing, let me do the talking.
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
Also, well, bad? Also, lady, like, do you have like a nervous tick with your hair there? Do you have like an itch?
What?
Hopefully that's a joke. Maybe.
Though I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
Probably not.
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
Well, either way, he's on a diet.
Man, you're looking good, Pat. Looking swole.
This philosophy is how I lead my life. Sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you. Do you understand?
Maybe.
Not really.
Look, I don't have all day to entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden. You don't have time to waste if you're going to find him, either.
Right.
Well, I kind of want to talk. Gardening ROM. A Malcolm model ROM is tended to the garden. A large climate-controlled globe towers in the lounge. It has some lively in-season plants inside. Melody, the tea. You got a cup of tea? There's a cake. Another fountain. Pat. monitor, ROM. RO51E893 unit. From the emblem on its side, it sits patiently near Pat in a sort of ambient sleep mode, playing light instrumental music. Strawberries! The biggest strawberries you've ever seen are there, assembled in a china bowl on a coffee table. The most regal-looking robotic cat in the world sits prim and proper on the fainting chair. That's a big-ass fainting chair.
Melody keeps unusual company. Ursus maritimus, if I'm not mistaken.
Or a polar bear?
That might be why the temperature controls are set so low in here.
Maybe. Definitely a polar bear.
I wasn't aware you knew the scientific name of the species.
What? I'm a big smart boy.
Ooh, has my interest in proper nomenclature started to rub off on you?
Maybe. He's a white bear, Turing. What else could he be?
Plenty. Have you heard of a Kermode bear, also known as a spirit bear? Or he could be a white-phased black bear, or even a Pisley.
I gotta admit, I didn't know anything of a Kermode bear or a Pisley.
But he's not. It's a polar bear.
Then why did you say anything? Thanks, Pat. I'm blaming you, Pat. No, I'm not. How could I blame Pat? Pat did nothing wrong. Melody Flores, nanomachine heiress and owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group.
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have made it through the door. So why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
Not looking to badge you, ma'am. Just looking for some facts.
You have me at a disadvantage, Ms. Flores. You seem far ahead of us on this matter.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course. But I'll share a secret or two with you.
That'd be awfully kind of you, ma'am.
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
I wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have.
Does she know?
We haven't had access to any of his research notes, and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with.
Wait, do you know, do you know he's dead?
Perhaps if we know more, we might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that, beyond the usual corporate infighting.
Nah.
Not that Parallax is known for that, of course.
Of course. No, you guys are such a straight and honest multi-billion-dollar company.
We had been catching up recently, and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people. When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger,
hey,
it becomes clear what happened.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Oh, I'm afraid not, dear. I've been around long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup.
Yep.
Well, you and I haven't properly met, but considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt?
Auntie?
We'll go with that.
Okay, Aunt Melody.
I wouldn't mind being an aunt. Even to a blue-headed robot.
Well, there you go.
I'm touched, Melody.
Call her aunt.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions. For now.
How did you help Hayden with Turing?
Indeed. I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapiens. At least not primarily.
He was a hobbyist?
Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Turing. But it's best you know the truth.
Okay.
Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine matrix.
Ah, this old chestnut.
You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Looking to have humanity live on forever in a robot. How would Turing's development help with digitizing the human mind, though?
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades. Functional immortality is a powerful lure.
I can see the appeal.
The brain is an immensely complicated machine, and even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up, we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct. Even with the virtual reality implants, we're really just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals.
True.
So Hayden decided the best way to make a machine more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction. Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind.
Okay, that's what you meant. He's like, well, if we consider the brain a big computer, what if I just program it like it's an OS?
Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways, but on completely different continents. Hayden is a crack programmer when it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired him when they did.
Right.
So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling and let them loose.
Right.
Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Interesting. Hayden never revealed any of this to me.
I imagine he's pretty tight-lipped.
Well...
You were the first prototype he considered a real success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations.
Could you elaborate on your involvement, ma'am?
If you can even call it involvement. It's a small city, and if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else.
San Francisco...
When he started looking into this pet project of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implants.
I must have access to the bear! I mean your implants, but also the bear!
Cheeky, but it was impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here.
Oh yeah, they love that word. We're gonna disrupt. Also, did you just call San Francisco a tiny city?
I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do.
Oh, okay. She's like, I was bored. So I decided to do what I want.
I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
That was a weird laugh, but okay.
Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, Tori.
Oh, that was a compliment, dear.
Hayden wasn't invested in Turing's development.
I didn't say that. Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research. In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing, and I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community. See, the most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there. Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work. Hayden is going to propose that human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware.
Oh, okay, I think what you're saying, yeah, it's like... What you're saying is like, yeah, we didn't need to, like, make some new, like, you know, like, quantum computing or anything like that. Although I wouldn't be surprised this universe has that. We didn't need that. We just needed something that could, like, work with the machine better. AKA, the perfect software.
Much like how you function.
I suppose that is correct. Still, my personality matrices do take up substantial amounts of my processing power.
Yeah, but that's something that can easily be expanded upon.
Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding, specialized task?
Sure. There's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain.
Right.
Efficiency is an important part of that.
Right.
But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software. Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever, but there's more than enough people who are.
True.
Thank you for this, Melody. I understand so little of my origins.
Yeah, you were the first step to the unlocking immortality.
I'm sorry I don't know more of the specifics. Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but only in the vaguest of ways. If you can hunt down his notes, I'm sure they'll tell you more.
If we can get there.
Of course, we'll keep looking. Now, perhaps we could ask some other questions?
Sure.
Thanks, Moobot. Good Moobot. Pat. Anyway, I guess I should ask, like, I don't mean to be rude, ma'am, but what was the story between you and Fairlight?
Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years.
That's a long time to be mad at somebody.
I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct link VR neural implants to System 1.
Right.
Things were going great, but after the first models sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me, literally.
Oh, damn, that player?
I turned him down, very politely, I might add, and then, suddenly all of the cooperation between our companies dried up.
Oh my.
We've been at it back and forth ever since. I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were you. He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants. Still, I suppose if he tried again now, I might not turn him down.
Oh my, man.
It would be fun to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his.
Oh, you bitch, but that sounds fun. I think that's everything we need to know, madam.
Good. I can get back to my retirement.
Yes.
Thank you for your time, Melody. We'll be in touch later.
Oh, one more piece of information for you, if you'd like it.
Of course.
I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensa, who I think might be of help to you. Vincent was working more closely with Hayden inside Parallax, mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the mesh.
He's a co-worker. Got it.
I'll send him a message and ask him to meet you somewhere.
Got it.
He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more information on anything else Hayden may have been working on.
That would be fantastic, Melody.
You're not gonna call her Auntie Melody?
Perhaps Golden Gate Park.
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario. Don't show him too many of your cards.
Cards? This euphemism is unfamiliar to me.
Don't worry, I know what she's talking about.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
Thank you, Aunt Melody.
There
Wish
you go.
luck.
Can I pet your cat? What kind of tea do you have? A thin string of steam escapes the delicate spout. It looks remarkably bored at all attempts at conversation. Can I pet it? You give the cat a pet. The name on her collar says Lily. Hi, Lily. You can pet the cat. Hi, Pat. So, Gur and stuff? Dare I touch him? Pat is Melody's butler, not yours. He will offer service when and only when his mistress permits. Thank you for your time, madam. Best lead with all of my limbs attached. Alright, that's lead 1. GG Park. Okay, so we're gonna just ignore that for now. Alright. Follow the lead to GG Park, Golden Gate Park. Alfie! Can I get some water?
Hello again. Have you come back for some of my cool, refreshing water?
You know it, Alfie. I need some.
Did you know that I'll soon have
sparkling water
available?
Sparkling water.
It's just as cool and refreshing.
I'm not a fan of sparkling water, but thank you all the same. I didn't get more. Oh, darn it. I wonder if she's still working the Froger. Oh my. Oh no. Chalk doodle of the police ROM. It's some kids drew. It looks like some older kids got their artistic expression on the police ROM. Dude, you okay?
Who is there? I cannot see a thing. I shall make a note to request more street lamps in this park. This is much too dark an area.
You do that, buddy. Still broken. You can't get Froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. Bastards. You must be a guy. You've never seen this person. They appear to be waiting for somebody. They're also in like a Lord Frieza wheelchair with a scouter, so clearly they are the most powerful being in the universe.
Can I help you?
For a little bit.
I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Is that who I think it is? Is that... That can't be. That can't be who I think it is, can it? That sounds just like him. Is he? I swear to God, if I see him in here. James Stephanie Sterling. Oh my God, it is. It's Austin Creed. Oh my goodness, man. One of my favorite, like, Austin is like one of my favorite people ever. He's so cool. I wish I could be a fraction as cool as he is, but oh my goodness. The minute I heard that, like, no way, but that's him.
Are you Vincent Mensa?
No, he's Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods.
We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
AKA Consequences Creed. AKA the creator of Up Up Down Down. Oh man.
Oh good! You're Melody's people.
This is great.
Do you have everything that I asked for?
There must be some miscommunication. Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Weber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
Uh-oh.
What?
We had a deal. She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
What did she promise you?
I already know Hayden is missing. Why else would I be willing to sell corporate secrets to Flower? This was my chance to get out of the city.
Oh.
Instead, she sends the two of you, hat in hand with nothing.
Listen, Austin, I think we got off the wrong foot here, man.
I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Insulting, but accurate.
Look, I'm sorry to come off callous. I do want to help.
Okay.
Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay.
I don't have to fight you in Tekken, do I, Austin? Because I'll lose. Handily.
But I also need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now.
Well,
my info is my leverage, and it's not for free.
Okay.
I'll just have to find another buyer. Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Perhaps we could assist you? My friend here is a terrific journalist. Being skilled at hunting down people and information is part of the job.
Uh-huh. That's me.
I don't know. Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca.
Good. Dude, the writers did the research. I wonder if Austin told them that, or if they just knew, like, no. The wife's Francesca. We know. Real fans know.
If you can get me all that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security credentials, whatever.
Are you that desperate to get out of here?
If you're really sure journals can come up with that kind of stuff in one day.
Are you just like, oh, we might be able to do that?
Might?
You might answer some questions first.
Dear God, I'm doomed.
Melody only gave us a rough sketch of what you need. The more you can tell us about the situation, the sooner we can fulfill your request.
I'm surprised Melody didn't do any of this for you.
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff.
Yeah, I won't. So what do you do for Parallax?
I'm the head applications engineer for their data analysis division.
Okay, you sure look it with the scouter.
Was, is what I should be saying.
Is that why you need to get out of here? You think you're gonna get murdered by Parallax or something?
If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get.
Yeah, you're the data engineer. That makes sense.
We've worked pretty closely for years, but he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes. Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a good software engineer. Probably one of the best.
There you go.
But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion, virtual reality, yet most people would still call you science fiction.
If you say so.
So why are you so adamant on getting out of Neo San Francisco?
Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big-ass straw.
Right. I can see that.
There is... how do I put this without giving it away? There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide.
Uh-huh.
Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company.
Venture capitalists. Vultures.
The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless,
Venture capitalist.
more concerned with profits and power than ever before.
I've heard about it. I heard. Like I said, venture capitalists. We get it.
Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power. My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that. If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job. So I'm getting out before I accidentally step on the wrong person's toes and end up at the bottom of the bay.
Do you know anything about his disappearance?
Nothing concrete. I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching. He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything. If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water coolers. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more.
Alright, we'll go get those things for you.
I need to make some calls, and this park ROM is fun. I want to poke at it a bit.
Sure.
If you do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want. Forwarding photos and info for the passports to Turing now. And I really hope you can do this.
I got you.
I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation anyway. See you soon.
You got it, Austin.
I'm not quite sure where to get fake passports or an untraceable car. The only shady folks we know are those punks who vandalized Hayden's apartment.
Well, they might have a lead.
I doubt they could point us in the right direction, but a long shot is better than no shot.
Yeah.
They might agree to help us in repayment for the damage done to the apartment. They seemed remorseful. We should check Market Street for them, in case they regularly hang out there.
Sounds like a plan.
As for the rest, perhaps Dr. Fairlight or Melody could spot us the credits. That certainly is no small amount, but is unlikely to cause much consternation for either of them, assuming they are as dedicated to helping as they claim. Melody is assumably home as usual, and Fairlight did let us know he'd be at the hospital. We could ask either of them for assistance. Up to you to decide which would be a better course of action.
You be nice to Alfie now.
Please do not ask me when I'll be stocking. I'll only contain cool, refreshing water.
You keep on the straight and narrow there, Alfie. Don't let him tell you what to do. Alright. Got a few leads here. I could go to hospital, go to Market Street. Alright. A couple things I can do. Alright. Market Street. Hey, it's James. It's Brian Mulberry, leader of the local chapter of the Human Revolution. There's those street toughs. Starfucker and Oliver. The legendary duo. Hello, Mr. Mulberry.
Welcome back! Care to take another pamphlet or two?
No, I'm good, thank you, though. Why are you out here all alone?
Ah, the cold weather has made organising demonstrations a bit difficult, to say the least. But I refuse to relent in our mission. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, I will not rest until I stop these abominations from undoing God's almighty work.
Oh wow, you just let it really out. You just let it rip out. Why won't shutting down clinics like this cost lives?
That's a leading question. Of course, some people have life-threatening afflictions, and it's a good thing that science has evolved to treat all kinds of diseases. Simply wanting cat ears and furry tails does not constitute a disease. A disease of the mind, perhaps. If the government strictly limits genetic alteration surgeries to only life-threatening emergencies, well, that would be a start towards undoing the damage.
Uh-huh.
We are not God. We were made in his image, and his image did not include fur.
So says you. Have you considered what this will do to the entire IT industry?
I feel it's rather simple. It's even in the name.
Why? Go ahead.
Modifying genes means we are changing the very DNA that makes us unique. We're giving doctors, among other people with a severe lack of understanding of the human condition, the right to make us into entirely new species.
Uh-huh, and you're better at the human condition?
We are the byproduct of tens of thousands of years of natural selection and evolution, and now these people want that progress to just be reduced to a formula, to be injected into your skin at your convenience. And why? To fulfill some sick fantasy. We have VR dramas. Leave your imagination at home. Besides, why should we give these self-proclaimed animals the same rights as humans when they clearly don't want to be human?
I don't know if they said that. How far back would you like humanity to go?
That is the greatest misconception of our group.
Okay.
They would have you believe that we'd rather go back to the Dark Ages. Oh, sure, the human revolution wants people to go back to washing clothes by hand down by the river, right? We'll all go back to playing with sticks, yes? We do not advocate for a reversal of all technology. That would be ludicrous. We merely want severe limitations on genetic enhancements and a focus on medicinal practice beyond gene therapy.
Okay.
That would include an outlawing of cosmetic gene therapy, yes. People parading around in fur and scales as proud abominations. We need the government to protect these patients from themselves.
So what has your group accomplished since it's founded?
Through some concerted efforts, we've created an alliance with a number of businesses banning service and employment of unhumans.
Uh-huh. Unhumans?
Yeah, they call themselves hybrids, but we call them what they are. I can't respect those who willingly trade their humanity away. Thanks to our efforts, many local businesses are finally gaining the confidence to only serve human beings. If they wanted to feed animals, well, they'd open up a pound.
Okay, well, this is getting
Why, just the other day, a Neo-SF landlord thanked me for supporting his decision to deny tenancy to unhumans. He already feels better about his decision to seek out our help.
I think you're starting to let your...
Can you imagine the cleaning fees?
That's all I wanted to ask.
Great! Do tell me when you get the article out. I love to read the comments.
I'm sure you do.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't most of the MeshNet speak critically of your organization?
Oh, that's cute. The robot wants to join in the discussion now. Yes, this is true. Though historically, most revolutionaries are unpopular when they're in the middle of the fight. I sleep comfortably knowing that history will be on my side.
Are you sure you're a revolutionary, though? I'll write a fair assessment of the situation.
Why, thank you. I appreciate bold integrity from good journalists like yourself.
I'm gonna blame this guy.
Oh, please do. Have a lovely day now.
Bye, Mr. Bigot.
And remember, God designed you perfectly just the way you are.
Aw, thanks, James, Stephanie. Anyway. An off-color brick stuck in the wall. A loose brick woggles as you palm the wall. It looks pretty loose and seems wobbly.
Do you think it would be okay to take that?
Pull the brick out. Might put a painting or something. You take the brick. It's thick and heavy, but you carry it around. Maybe you can find a use for it. I got a brick. Oh, I can go with the genus?
Gene therapy is a long and uncomfortable process. If you'd like to look into splicing for yourself, let's save that for after our investigations.
Aw, but I wanted to be a kitty. Alright. I want to talk to these sweet joys. Hey, Oliver. Hello, Oliver.
Oh, crap! It's that reporter in the bot again. Cheese it, Ollie.
Starfucker,
Hold on
wait.
a moment.
Wait a moment, Mr. Sir Starfucker.
We're just here to ask the two of you for a favor. You don't need to run again.
I knew you didn't have the guts to mess with me.
Sure don't.
Guts?
And why would we want to help you?
Well,
we did trash that apartment, Chad.
Yeah, there you go, Chad.
Yeah? So?
We also didn't report you to the police for it.
Yep.
Yeah? So?
So can we just get along? Maybe you help us out? We help you out?
And they still could.
Maybe.
Oh. Alright, well, spill it then. I ain't got all day.
Well, you got it, Mr. Starfucker.
Can't you see me and Oliver are busy?
Yeah?
We need some assistance with some illicit activity that, statistically, individuals in your age bracket are likely to have experience with.
Oh, so this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's the thread? B&E? War driving? Copyright infringement? Search bombing?
I mean, maybe the last one later.
Is search bombing actually illegal?
Not really. Could be useful.
It's against the terms of service, so probably.
Oh,
at
right.
least in California.
Oh, wait, is that true? You need to buy some fake IDs today if possible.
Oh, that's nothing. If you can pay. Ollie can whip up a couple that'll work good enough to get you past a bouncer or a cop doing sniff tests.
Really?
He's a wizard with a printer and a lifted wallet.
Really?
It's more complicated than that.
It's a little bit. Just a
We need
scooch.
falsified passports that can get 2 people past the border safely.
Oh, yeah, I don't think Ollie can do that. Can you?
What can you do, Ollie? Ollie?
Not without equipment a lot more expensive and illegal than what I already have.
Darn.
What about that guy who got Elise that unrestricted mesh card when she was on probation?
Elise?
That's not really the same thing, Chad. But it wouldn't hurt to give him a call.
Alright.
Give me a few minutes.
Okay.
This guy is pretty sketchy. Very cloak and dagger. I'll have to play middleman.
Do it.
Excellent. I'll forward you the relevant documents and photos.
Oh man, now I'm starting to feel left out. Ollie gets to show off all his cool connections.
But you're Starfucker. You're coolest of all.
You sure you don't need someone's head kicked in a little? That's my area of expertise in our little duo.
Well,
that and petty larceny.
We might have something that will suit your skill set.
yeah.
Let's just get the passports first, if you can stay calm for that long.
Let him have it.
You sure yap a lot more than any of the ROMs I've ever owned. What's the deal?
He's special. What's the deal? Oh, he knows my
You
name.
install some new conversation routines Ollie ain't had the chance to nerd out about yet?
Yeah.
They're top notch. Very bleeding edge.
Thank you.
I don't run traditional ROM VI personality software.
Yeah, that was me, by the way. I'm an expert programmer. That's why I'm out here in the snow with a robot asking for fake passports.
I am, in fact, the first fully sapient machine intelligence.
Turing.
Well, at least that I know about.
Turing.
Which means what exactly? In English?
It means he's a person, Chad, not a toy.
Aww.
Now keep it down. I'm still on the phone.
Oops. And yes, what he said.
Turing.
Well, that's awesome. You ain't so bad. For a tin can.
Nice.
Tin can? Really?
Come on, you are bonding. Come on, you're
I'm
making
composed
friends.
almost entirely out of plasteel and silica.
Not the point, Turing. You're making a friend.
Has no one come up with better insults for robots since the turn of the century?
Why? I stick with the classics.
ROMs have been out for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give me a sec. I'm pretty good at name calling, too.
Yeah? Come on.
Oh no, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Nope, too late. They'll be your choice.
Just hold on a second. Underclocked? Oh, BitBrain!
There you go.
Don't hurt yourself, Chad.
I'll get back to you, Bubblehead.
There you go. That's a good one.
Okay, I talked to the guy. He said he'll do it, but he only works in trade.
Okay.
A couple of passports are gonna run us...
What?
One signed poster for Magical Commander Yukino? Yukino at the gates to the deep?
Course. It's always that Japanese crap.
Excuse me. It's called anime, and it's art.
It's not my fault they make the best VR dramas. Maybe you can do better?
Probably.
Okay. Doing right now.
Anyway, where can we get a poster like that?
I can think of one.
I'm not sure. Probably nearby.
I can think of a place.
I've done switches with this guy before, and he never asks for something that'll take too long to get.
Really?
My guess is he's a local that uses people like us as a way to nab something he's had his eye on.
Yeah, probably.
We'll help you look for it.
Oh my god, did I just have a party? Chad and Oliver joined the... Wow, I didn't even get to finish that. Chad and Oliver, join your party. Well, I can think of one place to go. Is it still malfunctioning? The Hassie Bar's weather ROM, currently stuck with snow mode activated.
Oh, there it is!
Hey, it's that girl from the bar before.
I knew I saw a poster for Magical Commander Yukino somewhere around here.
Yep.
I should have remembered Ramona had one.
But I don't know if she's willing to give it.
You know this lady?
Sure. We talk sometimes when I'm getting our drinks.
Yeah, she's nice.
You're usually too busy provoking people to notice.
You call it provoking. I call it spontaneous enthusiasm for healthy rivalry.
No, tomato, tomato, right?
There's a bit of a line. We'll have to wait a few minutes before we can talk to her.
Fair enough. Do I get to talk? Is that... Oh, I thought that was another... Wait.
We could just do a smash and grab. Simple and effective.
Hold on, Starfucker.
We can't do that. She knows who we are.
Us too.
This is the most boring felony I've ever been an
Do I
accessory
get to talk to her? Because if that's Jill, that's not Jill. That's if that's Boss. If this is Boss and I can talk to her, I'm gonna be so happy.
Look, we'll just stand in line.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Like a bunch of clumps?
Yeah.
Chumps?
Both work.
What is the big picture anyway, Blue Bomber?
I'm not sure it's wise to spread it around, Chad. For either of us. The less you know, the less reason anyone has to bother you.
True.
Screw that, Static. I'm not heading to juvie not knowing what for.
He's got a point there.
Spill the beans, or I'll spill them for you.
Your persistence is already legendary, Chad.
He is a legendary Chad.
Fine.
Oh, but I want to talk to her. Please?
If you really must know, we are going to trade the passports for some information regarding the disappearance of my creator. His apartment was the one you trashed.
Oh shit, that Hayden dude is your dad? And they snatched him? Oh, that's so messed up.
Man, Chad is such a good guy.
Well, Dad after a fashion. He raised me.
Man, I hope you find the dudes that took him. I hope he's okay.
You're all right, Starfucker.
It seems very unlikely.
Oh man, I don't know what to say, you know? I mean, I still have my dad, but he's...
Chad?
He's never really been around. Too busy trying to save the world from itself.
Poor guy. Wait.
Even now, he's over there standing in front of that damn clinic.
Oh my god, he's your dad? Oh, Chad. No wonder you turned to a life of crime.
And I thought I could find a way to make him... Whatever. I might as well nuke that drive. It ain't gonna sink.
Good for you, Chad. I want to talk to her!
I think I understand what you mean, Chad.
Hell yeah! Dudes gotta stick together, you know?
Yeah.
Dudes?
You just made a friend, Turing. Deal with it.
Don't matter if you're a robot or what. We all got the same shit to deal with. Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark.
Pretty open-minded for a kid who tags for the HR. Pretty open-minded for a kid who tags for the HR.
I was all mixed up, officer. I ran in with a bad crowd. I'm a good kid, I promise.
He is a good kid.
Look, I'm not a true believer or nothing. I've got my own reasons for running with the revolution, and you ain't got the right to judge me. Besides, I'm pretty much done with those chumps anyway. There ain't no payoff no more.
Well, there you go.
Most of the kids in the HR just want to cause trouble and get away with it because their parents agree with the politics.
Oh, really?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Who the hell wouldn't want to enjoy a little parental-approved head-cracking?
I was gonna... Oh, now I'm upset.
The line has finally cleared up. Let's go talk to Ramona.
I want to talk to boss. Oh well. That was a nice little reference as well. Hello, Ramona. Good to see you.
Well, if it isn't the luckiest jerk I've ever seen in my life.
Me?
I had to schedule a specialist to come fix my ROM, and you better hope they can.
Oh, I'm sure they can.
Oh well. All's well that ends well. I underestimated how much people would appreciate an early Christmas.
You ain't been some good business?
Anyway. Hey, Ollie.
Salutations, Ramona.
Dude, like, you just gotta put that right... You just gotta put this right here. You're done. I mean, like, I don't know. Are you that unbothered by it?
What can I do for you all?
Ahem.
Oh, this is my friend, Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
We were hoping you might be able to give us your assistance, Ms. Rogers.
We want to make a trade for that magical Commander Yukino poster over there. It's necessary for us to get some pretty important information.
No way! Not happening. Nuh-uh.
Uh-oh.
Yukino is off limits.
Uh-oh. We don't have time for this. Get it, Chad! No. Snatch and grab! No. This is literally a matter of life and death for Mona.
How does life and death depend on a nerdy poster? Look, I don't even care. That poster was signed by Takeko herself. It's one of a kind, and I'm not giving it up.
I'd rather not drag you any further into this than necessary, but I promise that we're not overstating it. This is a dire situation, and people have already died.
Jeez. Look, whatever you're doing sounds sketch as hell. I and Magical Commander Yukino herself want no part in it.
I think that's fair.
I don't even see how the poster can help.
Man, you nerds sure do love your cheap crap from the net.
Uh-oh.
Cheap crap!
Uh-oh.
I'll have you know, that poster is worth hundreds of credits. Maybe more.
Oh, hundreds?
Takeko passed away years ago, so there aren't any more of them getting signed. It's special.
Is it?
Sure it is.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't get it. He's not in the fandom.
I guess not.
Thankfully.
Oh, we could get you another. It'll only take a few days.
It's not just a poster. It was a gift from someone. Someone I care about, okay? Besides, you can't get another one. Takeko passed away a few years ago.
Perhaps there's something else that would make a suitable trade?
Yeah, maybe.
You aren't hearing me, are you? It has sentimental value. You can't replace that. Look, you'll just have to order something off the mesh. Because you can't have this one.
Oh, we don't have time. This lead will dry up by then.
Keep me out of this.
I hate to do this. Please, Ramona.
Okay, enough. How about this for a trade?
What?
I have an original keyframe cell from Pretty Champion Sailor Sirius, signed by Takeko at home.
Oliver?
Whoa! You have a signed Sailor Sirius cell? That's super rare! They stopped doing keyframes by hand right around the time of her death.
We got a nerd trade going on. Just let the guy cook. Let him cook.
You can't be serious, Ollie. You have that thing framed on your wall. And you wouldn't shut up about it for a week after you got it.
This is important, Chad. You can't say you wouldn't do the same thing if someone had your dad. Think about Turing. I can't ask Ramona to give up something important to her if I'm not willing to do the same.
God, Oliver is just the best.
Maybe.
These kids, I like these boys.
Look, okay, I don't know what's going on, but you can't give me that cell for the poster.
But we need...
Yeah, you'll get the poster. Whatever you're doing, it must be really important if you'd be willing to give that up.
Really?
Do you have something more equal to trade, Ollie?
A couple of things, maybe.
Ollie?
We'll talk about it then. Maybe you can find me another one, too. Go ahead and take the poster.
Ramona. You're a mensch. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramona.
Yes, thank you.
Yes! I can't tell you how much it means to us, Ms. Rogers.
Sure. And, you think I could see that cell sometime, Ollie?
Oh man, Ollie, you are so in.
Of course! I'll bring it over when we talk about the trade.
Ollie, you are so in, my man.
So cool.
So cool. Ramona, thank you. Alright, well, we got what we need.
I don't like the way she was flirting with you, Ollie.
Oh, someone jealous? Someone jealous?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Ollie, you don't know. Dude, you're in.
I know flirting when I see it, and I'm saying I don't like it. Not one bit.
I mean, I'm a dumbass, and I know that was flirting, but I like it. You go, Ollie.
Just talk about old anime sometimes, Chad. Neither of us are interested in the other.
You sure about that?
Sure.
Well, we have
You
the
say
poster
so.
now. What's next?
We gotta talk to this douchebag.
Go ahead and call this number, Turing. He'll want to set up the drop with you, now that I've introduced you to him.
Alright, and let me guess, he's like
Sure.
right next door.
Change the subject.
I'll call him right now then. It's ringing.
Beep, beep, beep.
You the ones looking for some papers?
We are, and we have the requested payment with us.
Good. We're gonna do this real professional-like. You know Stardust?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Head there. Leave the poster behind the Megaphobator arcade cabinet, and get out. Come back 10 minutes later, and your stuff will be behind the machine.
I understand.
Good. I'll be waiting.
We're gonna need to have someone keep it
Well,
safe.
that was very mysterious.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's how this guy is. I don't even know his name, and I've been getting things from him for a few years now.
He's reliable.
Who cares? Let him play Spy Master if he wants.
Is he reliable, Ollie?
Let's hurry up to Stardust and get this over with. I've wasted enough of my day with this crap.
Alright. You guys are gonna join us for Stardust? Alright.
Go inside to make the drop. We'll wait out here.
Good idea.
Yeah. Don't want to get her IDs taken.
I was gonna say, just keep scouting.
I
just in case.
suppose I should feign surprise.
I'll let him be.
Hey, it's a pretty cool set. even if it is like a million years old.
They don't really care about the IDs unless you try to hit the bar.
Yeah.
Found that one out the hard way.
We would have been fine if you hadn't taken a swing at the bouncer.
Whoa, the balls on this guy.
So I like the hard way.
Yeah, it just puts a tongue out everywhere.
We'll be right back, gentlemen.
Yes.
Try not to set the building on fire while we're gone.
Yes, please. Hold back that passionate rage. Hold back the spirit of rebellion.
Welcome to Stardust.
Thank you. Hey, Magic. Hey, Gus. Hope you guys are doing. How's the wife and kids? Hey, Brooke. Shouldn't stare at them anymore. Just want to say hi.
I love vintage game experiences. Have you ever heard of Overblood?
Haven't. Hi, Jess. Don't want to be mean, but probably don't want to be bothered either.
Well, that should do it.
Alright.
That was an awful lot of fuss over a poster.
I don't know what this guy's deal is.
I just don't understand the appeal of merchandise like this. I keep my important possessions on my data drive.
One day you'll understand, Karen. One day. Oh, and I got your nice official Bob Ross paintings for your birthday.
You did? Wait. No, you're being facetious. I haven't even told you when my birthday is, and it isn't for months.
Okay.
Still, your point is made. I should not be snobbish about other people's interests.
Well, there you go.
Maybe I'll give Magical Commander Yukino a try when we get some downtime.
I mean, I think, like, there's always, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if this is the case, but, like, there's so much different animation entertainment aspect out there. Like, I have friends who, like, don't watch wrestling. I had friends before who didn't like wrestling, but I, like, showed them a couple matches and, like, oh, okay, I can see the appeal. Even if they don't watch it as much as I do. I like to believe that taught me that, like, if you show them something and you're passionate about it, people can see why you like it.
But that's enough navel gazing.
Yep.
Let's head back outside so our benefactor can make the trade.
And with the anime, I think it's even easier to do that because, like, there's so many different types of genres and art styles and, like, things you can do with the...
Y'all do the deal?
How did it go?
We wait.
We left the poster behind the cabinet. Now we just need to wait for the switch.
I've never had to wait more than 5 minutes or so before. It shouldn't take long.
He said 10 minutes.
I wonder how he knows the drop happened, and gets to it so fast.
He's staking it.
Don't matter. This guy's a solid feed, even if he likes to mess around.
As long as he's reliable.
What do you need these passports for anyway? You said to trade for information, but what's the full story?
Without going into too much detail, our informant needs to get out of Neo SF unnoticed. The passports are one part of that.
Yep.
We also need to obtain an untraceable car.
Yep.
I don't suppose the two of you can help with that?
No way, dude!
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto is a felony with a capital F!
Yep, that's a big crime.
Besides, getting an untraceable car ain't in the same league as a piece of plastic that'll fool a hand scanner.
Right.
Chad's right.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
Of course I'm right.
He's right.
The city's traffic management system keeps track of all vehicles passively, even if you manage to circumvent their firmware and keep them from actively reporting to the network. You have to spoof the car as something permitted to be invisible for the CTOS to ignore it.
Oh, really?
I don't want to mess with boosting cars anyway.
You really are a
The
good
jumps
boy.
run that racket in Neo SF, and they don't play nice.
Junks.
Especially with the HR.
Well, thank you either way. You've both done us a huge favor. Call it even for the apartment.
You guys did great.
Yeah, Blue. No hard feelings. You give us a call if you need anything else, long as it'll help you find your pops.
Aww.
We should get going, though. We were supposed to be home hours ago.
Alright.
My dad won't notice, but Ollie's will flip.
Alright, go help Allie. He's been a good boy.
You take care. Don't get derezzed.
Derezzed? Wow. Okay, promise.
See ya.
Bye. Have fun with Ramona later.
Goodbye.
Chad and Oliver have left the party.
Let's finish the trade inside.
Yep, sounds good.
Welcome to Stardust.
Welcome to Stardust. VIP bouncer. Hi, Jess. This game looks kind of freaky, all ellipse and eyes. Passports. Well,
Here the passports are, just as advertised.
he went through.
Now we need to find a car. Jess is right over there. Perhaps she may know someone who can lend a hand.
Oh no. I guess we could try.
Well, prepare yourself. If Jess is the worst thing we have to face down this week, I'll consider us lucky.
Oh no, she's gonna be so mean to us though. Here we go. So mean too. I hope I'm wrong. Keep going. Hi, Jess.
Oh, look. It's my favorite human and the mechanical sidekick. Did you find your guy? Or wait, let me guess. There's something else you need from me. Well, you haven't been terrible to deal with so far, so I'm willing to hear you out. Barely.
Thank you.
We need access to an untraceable car. An informant of ours needs to get out of the city without attracting the attention of Parallax, and is offering valuable information to us in exchange.
Seriously? Jesus, what kind of shit is in your life anyway?
It's all gone downhill since I met this little guy, Jess. Believe me.
Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to be legally liable.
Okay, I retract everything I just said like 5 minutes ago. 5 seconds
I'm not
ago.
sure why you think just because I defend a few folks in the rougher parts of the city that I would have that kind of connection.
I didn't
And
listen
even
to
if
Sumi.
one of my clients did run a carjacking business, it's not like society is clamoring to give hybrids legal jobs. Regardless, I'm not going to be an accessory to a felony, or let one of my clients be either.
Fair enough.
I won't go down that path. I wouldn't know where to start anyway.
That's fair enough. You spend all your time to the bar doing that. Is there any possible you give us any kind of lead at all?
I know we're reaching, but this is important.
You just don't quit, do you?
Nah.
Okay, let me think.
Kind of dumb like that.
This might be a long shot, but you could try asking Majid. There are rumors he may have been involved in some shady stuff way back.
Okay. Sounds good.
He'll probably be reluctant to talk about it, but there's a free lead for you.
Thank you.
Get me another drink in exchange, will you? Later.
Okay, what are you having?
Huh. That went better than expected.
Yeah.
I wonder if my charm is starting to pay off for us.
I don't know.
Oh, you performed admirably as well.
Oh, gee.
Onward we go.
Gee, thanks. What are you having, Jess? I'll get you that. Alright, well, I'd get her a drink. Hi, Majid.
Hey, friends. What can we get for you?
Majid, I know.
We were hoping you could give us a little information.
Yeah, Majid, sorry. I didn't mean to
Sure,
pry.
but first, let's get you a drink. What'll it be?
Oh, I get to pick a drink again? Let's see here. I like a good Blue Fairy. The buzzer that tastes like orange. Onyx rum. Alright, let's pick something that... Fucking I don't know. Let's pick something that I might like.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is.
Tokyo tea?
He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days.
Tea?
Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Tea?
Ooh.
This one is...
Melon liqueur, vodka, rum, tequila, gin, triple sec. That'll get me shit-faced.
Does that sound good?
No, I don't want to get shit-faced.
Like what?
Drinking game, Sazerac, Sunshine Cloud, beer, Rusty Nail, Wiener, no. Subtle bitch. Den Svenska Bjornstammen. Let's try
Coming
this.
right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is anyway.
He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Ooh.
Turing, relax.
This one is...
Den Svenska Bjornstammen is pure vodka as a base and spiced with the outermost layers of stems and roots of a rare strain of woody plant. A Nordic raw food-inspired drink gone wrong. I taste the Swedish nature.
Does that sound good?
Sure! You know, in honor of my friends in Scandinavia for the sphere! Let's do it.
Here you go.
Thanks.
So, what did you need help with?
We've run into a roadblock in our search for Hayden.
Word on the street is that he's gone missing, which I'm sure you already know.
Yep.
What can I do?
Yes. An informant of ours needs secure transportation out of the city, but we don't have any contacts who would be able to get us an untraceable car. Jess mentioned that you used to engage in certain extra-legal activities. Perhaps you could point us towards someone who could help?
Imagine, I'm not trying to cause trouble, I promise.
He doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore.
I know.
Right. Sorry, friends. I left that life behind a long time ago. Don't really keep in touch with that crew anymore.
Ah, of course. Completely understandable.
Yes, of course.
Sorry to bother you then.
Well, no harm in asking, right? My reputation precedes me.
Apparently.
Don't let it go to your head.
Uh-huh.
Gus, I need to go to the back and gather up stuff to restock for the rush later on. Mind manning the bar for me?
Take your time. I think I can keep things under control.
Yeah, I think he's got this.
Thanks. Love you, hun.
Aww.
Well, that leaves us at a dead end.
I suppose.
Any ideas on how we should proceed? Some nose-to-the-ground journalist techniques for finding leads?
I mean... Could ask Tomcat for help.
No. Tomcat has already stuck their neck out for us too often.
That's true.
I feel a little bad about how much we relied on them as it is. And besides, this is a considerably more felonious action. Morally, we should be dirtying our own hands.
More than hacking? Let's kidnap Vince in the trunk and make it look like a... I think find an old manually driven car.
That's not the worst idea. I don't think it would get noticed as long as the car had the appropriate registrations. But the permits to operate a manual vehicle are prohibitively expensive.
Really? Are they like a throwback or something?
A casual collector might still maintain one, but only a wealthy hobbyist would have the appropriate stickers to make the car roadworthy.
Huh.
We'd have to do a B&E, as Chad put it before. Risky.
No.
Gus?
Okay, the two of you are killing me here.
Gus, spill.
Look, don't tell Majid about this.
About...
But... here.
What is this, Gus?
It's a carjacking device. Didn't you see the prompt?
It's an automated vehicle maintenance scanner with a few less than standard upgrades. When you circumvent its security codes, you can use it to scan a car's installed firmware and replace it with a new set that will spoof its presence on the city's network.
Oh my.
That's the gist of it, but we don't have time to get into any specifics. You need to get the hell out of here with that before Majid gets back.
Okay. Why the urgency?
Look, Majid has done a lot to turn his life around, to turn my life around. I really respect that about him, and it's part of why I fell in love with him. He did what I was never able to. That's how we met, you know? That old rough and tumble life we both led.
Wow. I never knew.
But when Stardust struggled and needed money fast,
let me guess.
I had to get back in the game to keep us afloat for a few years. I told him it was all angel loans, donations from patrons, lots of things.
But you went back to the game.
He'd be heartbroken if he found out I'm still in the game. I had to do whatever I could to keep our new life, even if only one of us is really living it. I may as well give this thing to someone who wants to use it for good, too.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate this, Gus.
Yeah, Gus, don't worry.
We
Secret's
might
safe.
finally be on our way to solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it from me, okay?
No, I just found it on the floor somewhere.
Just get out of here and get on with your little Grand Theft Auto. And let me know how it goes, okay?
You got it, Gus.
Of course.
I guess we're leaving. I'm curious. Can I give her the drink?
Huh. Actually did it, huh?
Oh, I thought she was kidding, but there you go. There you go.
Well, you scored a point. But don't think I don't have enough cuties around who can handle that.
That's fair.
You've got more important things to be doing. Get a move on.
Sure. Look, you asked me to get you a drink. I wanted to get you a drink. Sorry. Just trying to keep it even.
Now I think we're cooking with gas, as the colloquialism goes.
That is a colloquialism we use.
I'm searching the mesh for instructions on how to use this device as we speak.
We need to... Okay.
Let's go look for some likely candidates. I should be ready by then.
Sure. That just leaves one other lead. Talk to them or talk to your aunt. Let's ring the doorbell. Hey, Pat! Good to see you, buddy.
Hello, Pat. Could we see Melody?
I can't tell if he's like, whatever, or is like, of course, sir.
I guess that means yes?
Maybe. It could be, of course, young Master Turing. I shall inform the madam of your presence with post-haste. Which is basically yes, but, you know, just in bear form because he's such a snob. Anyway. Hello, Aunt Melody.
Turing, I'm not saying I don't like seeing your little pixelated face. You're certainly better company than most of the humans I have to deal with.
Uh-huh. But, I'm guessing there's a but.
But I am a busy woman, you know? Lots to do. Right, Pat? Traitor. Anyway, maybe we should space these little visits out a good bit further. Familiarity breeds contempt, after all.
Uh-huh.
And I'm very good at contempt.
Have you even eaten your strawberries today, ma'am?
I apologize, Aunt Melody. You've stated before that you like your peace and quiet, but we need your assistance.
Oh, we're running with the aunt thing, are we?
You told him.
Another woman would tell you not to butter her up, but, oh, flattery will get you everywhere with me.
Note to self, flatter the old rich broad.
All right. What do you need?
Vincent needs help getting out of the city.
I can only imagine. If he's willing to turn coat on Parallax, I bet he feels like a mouse in a cat farm.
Maybe. It's a colloquialism, Pat. Don't worry about it.
I know they don't actually farm cats, Pat. It was a metaphor.
Of course, madam.
Whatever. It was a simile then. I am not going to play semantics with you.
You're a bear. Because you'd lose, madam.
Moving on. Tell me what the trouble is, and I'll try to conjure up a solution.
Well, it's pretty easy. You got money? Because I need money. We're going to need to pay for the information.
Yes, Mr. Mensa says he needs 100,000 credits before he's willing to speak openly. He also said that you already promised it to him, and that he won't be able to get out of the city without it.
Is that right?
He'll give us the information once we have that, plus a few other things I'm certain we can get on our own.
What? You can't even scrape together that kind of money?
But what are you looking at me for, Aunt Melody? Look, do you see what I'm wearing? Do you see where my 100,000 credits go to?
Your friend's not much of a journalist, eh, Turing?
Ow. My pride.
According to the statistics that I have found, it is unlikely that a journalist of any caliber less than the best would have that amount of liquid assets on hand.
Ow.
The pay for the profession just isn't that high, Aunt Melody.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like, listen, we gotta get.
Oh, I see. I guess it's one of those jobs people do because they get free review merchandise, eh?
I think this is where we start to see where the difference in classes happen. I could always sell ninja assassin androids instead. I could
I can get you the money, Turing, but only because you're family. Just give Pat a few minutes to gather it.
At once, madam.
Yeah, just keep moving, you big brute.
I think I've given him the wrong personality.
While we wait, is there anything else you want to grill me over?
Oh my.
Might as well save us both another visit.
How smart is Pat, really?
Smarter than I give him credit for, that's for sure. It's not the easiest thing in the world to measure, you know? He doesn't process language in the same way humans do, and even if he can understand me, my translation program just guesses at what he says most of the time.
Really? So it's just guessing, okay.
Oh, you have a translator running from your neural implant.
Ah, yes, I'm cheating.
That's fair.
Though, honestly, even without it, I have a pretty good idea of what he means most of the time.
I want fish.
We've been together for a while now. Considering it only really works on large, typically predatory mammals, we don't have a lot of test subjects.
Okay.
It's a minefield of ethical concerns beyond just being prohibitively expensive.
Right.
So Pat is a bear apart. At least until we can figure out how to apply the modified neural pathways without frying the brains of 90% of the subjects.
Huh.
The tech we developed is good. It just has a damned high mortality rate.
I don't know if I qualify that as good.
Maybe one day there will be a bunch of talking tigers and dolphins building cities in the sea, but for now, we're stuck with creating beasts out of our own species.
Seems you're a little sad. Seems a little sad you're all alone except for a bear.
Being alone is easier, and Pat isn't such bad company. I mean, what do you want me to do? Cry about never having a husband, a few kids, and a white picket fence? I had a company to run, and my mother's legacy to fix.
I suppose that you were single-minded
What's
that
to
way.
say some spawn of mine wouldn't do the exact same thing to my flower, just the other way around. This branch of the Flores line will do well without any more knives being inserted in backs. Thank you very much.
You have that much enmity for your mother?
Have you seen what she did to North Korea? It's a wasteland of death and destruction.
She did that to North Korea? Okay.
If we had kept going down the path she charted, the whole world would be like that.
The information on the mesh does seem to paint a grim picture.
Grim barely scratches the surface.
You probably knew.
I've been there.
You were there front and center.
At least under the Kims, it was barely functional. Now, my mother's monsters have ripped every last resemblance of humanity from the land.
Wow.
They stalk the night like horrific creatures of legend, keeping the populace in line through constant fear. A horror story straight out of the pages of Bram Stoker. That's her legacy. So I can't imagine I'd be a very good mother, just from the example I have to work with.
I do have a question, though. If you do have that, why couldn't you just, like, save North Korea?
That's life. I don't have any more regrets than anyone else my age does.
I suppose.
My legacy will speak for itself, as my mother's did.
She's a very, you know what? I can appreciate how comfortable she is at this point in her life. Maybe Turing has something to ask?
I do. It's a little personal, though. I'd understand if you didn't feel like answering.
Just shoot, Turing. I can take it.
Yeah, this is a whole battle axe. She's fine.
Long ago, you lost your mother. I was wondering, how did you deal with it? Hayden's only been gone for a few days, and I already feel like my circuits are going to lock up for good.
Oh, Turing, I'm not the right person to ask. I hated my mother.
Clearly.
She's everything I thought wrong in the world, and when she was gone, I felt nothing but relief that I could start undoing the damage she did. Never mind the fact I had to watch her waste away from the cancer. Death was a blessing for us both. Besides, you'll find Hayden soon. Keep your chin up.
Yeah.
Oh. Blast it! Enough with this subterfuge!
What?
We already know Hayden was killed.
Turing!
Oh, no.
Turing.
I won't be getting him back.
I'm sorry, Turing. I still don't know what to tell you. I've lost people, but never anyone close enough to wound me. I don't know that I've ever had anyone close enough to do that. If you feel like talking about it, I'm willing to listen. Or make Pat do it anyway.
Thank you. I don't know.
Stick it out. Time heals all wounds. Or so they say. This too shall pass.
We're short on time. I want that sack of money.
Oh, just in time then. Take the cash and get moving.
Yes, thank you.
I can finally get back to whatever it was I was doing before you burst in here.
I'm gonna guess it had something to do with that right hand and that lock of hair you just keep pulling at. Do you just want it
Thank
ripped
you,
out?
Aunt Melody. Your help has been invaluable to us.
Yes, thank you, Aunt Melody. Also, get a haircut.
Yes, yes. Brown nose later. You've got things to do, too.
Alright, we're leaving. Thank you, Andy.
I did not think I would feel such a strong resonance with Melody. We're connected by the barest of threads, but she is already important to me. Is that strange?
No. Maybe you're both lonely.
Very possible. I guess there's nothing to do but run with it.
Yeah, just work with it. It's
Some
okay.
gifts are too valuable to look at too closely, lest they vanish into thin air, and I already have a penchant for overanalyzing things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get moving. We still have things to do before we can meet back up with Mr. Mensa.
What do you mean? Oh, right. We don't have a car.
Detective Rivers, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Uh-oh.
I wanted to check in with you away from the prying eyes of my corporate masters.
Hey, Lexi.
It wasn't too hard to track you down here. Only took a slight abuse of power to follow your credit transactions in the AutoCab system.
Uh-oh. Were you able to find anything out?
Not much. Listen, I've hit a dead end on the investigation again, and I could really use another lead from the two of you. I had been busy hunting down I'm not sure if I want to call him a soldier of fortune or an assassin for hire. Either way, I tracked this guy down to see if he might have been hired by Parallax to snatch Hayden, but he's got an ironclad alibi for the relevant period of time. That leaves me with nothing. Nada. Jack diddly shit. Do the two of you have anything to give me? Otherwise, I'm back to hunting down the froyo-hating robot ghost in the park. At least my superiors would be ecstatic, considering how much they keep riding my ass about it.
Uh-huh.
We're on thin leads ourselves, Detective Rivers. We have a meeting with someone from inside Parallax who might be able to give us answers, but he's unlikely to want to talk to the police. I just wish this... Never mind.
Buck up, Turing. I wish this was easier too.
Yeah, that's what he's at.
But with detective work, sometimes it's not about being clever. It's just about being more dogged and relentless than whoever you're chasing.
Basically.
You two are my new deputies, right?
Yay!
So keep your nose to the ground and keep digging. I still have a few contacts I can hit up to try finding out a little more.
Thanks, Lexi.
You let me know if there's anything else I need to be going after.
You got it. We will. Thanks, Lexi.
Yeah, sure. Just get going. Don't forget, if you die, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, perish the thought.
Okay then, we only have a single lead. If Parallax really is as shady as Vincent seems to suspect, it could end up very interesting. Let's see if we can put an end to this. Finally. Oh, I just received an email from Tomcat. They finished decrypting Hayden's data cache.
Good.
It seems that it was filled mostly with his personal logs about my creation and mental development.
That's good.
The more technical information was already scraped. Perhaps that is why it was left behind when they snatched him.
Maybe.
Still, these files should be enlightening, if only in a personal way.
I think you should keep them.
I'll peruse them in my spare time and let you know if I find anything interesting.
Sounds good.
I'd hate for all the trouble we went to be for nothing.
We still need to get a car. I wonder if there would be one in Market Street we could use. A 2006 Sierra Coupe. I know you spend a fortune on credits for a car.
It has an extra cup holder.
Can we maybe use this?
Success! This vehicle has the appropriate firmware version.
Oh, nice! Okay, I got lucky.
Someone has been neglecting their regularly scheduled updates.
Oh, that's what happens.
Give me a moment to get everything installed. There. There are some other options here I can fool around with.
Like?
Ah, interesting. I can put in preset destination plans for a future date.
Cool.
Why don't we go ahead and set a plan for the car to return to this spot in a week?
Sounds good.
That's more than enough time for Mr. Mensa to get away. Now we aren't really stealing the car.
That's true.
More like borrowing without asking.
Yeah. I feel better already.
Me too. The car will drive itself to Golden Gate Park, and we can show Mr. Mensa where it is when we meet him.
Good.
There, everything should be set up now.
Let's go put a bow on this, get that information, and maybe we can call it a night.
Mr. Mensa is waiting for us at Golden Gate Park.
Let's go.
We have everything he requested, so we should head back there directly.
Let's go do it. All right, Vincent, let's talk.
Hey, did you manage to get everything?
You know it.
We did. Here you go, Vincent.
Got even the briefcase and the passports and the car.
Everything seems to be in order. Here.
Hayden's research.
This disc has all of Hayden's research notes, data collation algorithms, and probably lots on your creation, Turing.
I hope so.
It should be everything myself and Melody agreed upon, until she added an amendment while you were out. Frankly, it's no skin off my back.
Uh-oh. What did she do?
Here.
Parallax badge.
It's my Parallax employee badge. It should allow you access to their networks in case there's anything I've missed.
Oh, okay.
You'll want to use that sooner rather than later. I'm not wasting any time leaving, and Parallax is pretty fast to revoke security. There's no way Hayden's clearance still works. And with that, I'm going to get the hell out of this country.
Bye, Austin.
The credit should tide me over until the heat dies down and I liquefy my shares through some relays.
Right. What about the big project you mentioned earlier?
I suppose I owe you that much. Buckle up. This could get heavy.
Alright, let's strap in, guys. What's going on?
Parallax is about to launch a new service they're calling Big Blue.
Right.
At least, that's the project name. Who knows what the marketing guys will come up with for the public.
Right. They haven't named the project yet.
They're not even announcing the launch. This shit is dead quiet. Let me explain why. It's a distributed intelligence.
Right.
Like, okay, in every way that Hayden built Turing to be elegant, efficient, and human-like, Big Blue is ham-fisted, bloated, and sterile.
Sounds like something I know.
They didn't pull Hayden into the project. He's smart, but he's immune to corporate politics.
Right.
As a result, Big Blue is far less elegant than anything Hayden would make. It lacks his artistry, and it's downright terrifying.
It's just a big... Gee, I wonder if that sounds like anything everyone's kind of talking about.
It squats on the mesh like a spider and uses the spare processing power and memory from every ROM on the network to handle its intelligence processing. It doesn't have much personality, but it's very smart. Big Blue is going to be embedded directly into the network and then self-modify to apply even more efficient algorithms as it develops them in machine time. Look, if you access every ROM, then you have access to every human and every bit of their own personal data associated with them.
Why would Parallax be worried enough to get rid of Vince and Hayden?
I don't want you to take what I'm saying the wrong way. And this is just me putting the pieces together. Hayden was about to publish his creation of Turing. His findings, as I'm sure you're aware of, would have raised many moral and ethical questions about the advent of machine intelligence. I mean, some of the brightest minds ever have tried to warn humankind away from building real AI.
True.
Hawking, Musk, Gates, and the list goes on.
Two of those things is not like the other.
The public is likely to be nervous, and legislators even more so. Parallax is banking on being able to launch Big Blue quietly and quickly before the public has a chance to react.
Right, because that'll work.
Before any counter movement can pick up steam. Every eye on the discovery of machine intelligence works against Parallax. Every new discovery only serves to paint Big Blue as more controversial, more dangerous.
So they're just trying to, monopolize the market, essentially, it sounds like.
Honestly, they probably pressured Hayden to drop his research so that they could keep the public away from the subject. He clearly refused.
Yep. How did Parallax know about Turing?
I'm only assuming they found out. His contract with Parallax affords him the freedom to work on his own academic projects outside of the company in his free time.
Right.
He kept a trusted few of us up to date on his progress, bouncing ideas off us and whatnot.
Did someone just rat
It's
it
exciting
out?
stuff. Both Turing and Hayden's eventual goal down that road. I wouldn't be surprised if word of it got up to the board and made him nervous.
But who would leak it?
Is the possibility that someone on the inside talked too far-fetched?
No.
I knew it all along. Hayden fell into trouble because of my existence.
Aw, Turing.
That's not what I want your takeaway to be. Hayden wasn't working on Big Blue. Knowing him, your creation might have been his clever way to stop it.
How would Big Blue impact its business, though?
I can't really give you a good answer to that. I mean, the company is currently handled by a dozen server farms, running thousands of different algorithms with hundreds of people tweaking things every day.
Yep. Alright.
When Big Blue launches, it'll handle all of that by itself. And there are shadier applications for it. I mean, if you can collate and analyze data and queries in the mesh in real time, what's to stop you from delivering the content you want rather than what the user wants?
Propaganda.
The potential for abuse is staggering.
Yep.
We're talking direct control of the information accessible to everyone who uses Parallax's services. That's something like 80% of the market.
I love how this game has been warning about the same things that I've been known for 10 or so more years now.
They could control elections, push the market in directions they want, even influence public opinion. All just by asking Big to do it. It's scary stuff.
It is.
Having that kind of control would be a hell of a card for Parallax's hand. They'll go to pretty significant lengths to make sure it works.
And more importantly, make sure nothing stops it. Thanks, Vincent.
Hey, no problem. I've had enough of this cutthroat corporate bullshit for several lifetimes.
Oh god, that's a mood.
We haven't talked much, but I do believe you can find Hayden. I hope his research notes help you out.
Thanks, Austin.
Be sure to let Turing help. She's a bright little bot.
She? I always thought Turing was a he.
Oh, slip of the tongue. I was just more familiar with Hayden's previous experiment, Grace.
Grace?
She was very insistent on things like that.
Really? Meaning to ask, Turing, since you asked me, how would you like to be addressed?
Well, honestly, I don't think I've made my mind up yet.
Okay.
I'm still a very new being. I'm not even positive that gender as a human concept can be applied identically to machine. But I do enjoy the idea in abstract. I will continue to consider how I wish to be referred to as well.
Okay.
Until then, feel free to go with what you feel.
Thank you. And when you have a decision, I will then correct my behavior accordingly.
If I had to make a choice, perhaps they is most appropriate.
Okay, then they, them.
Most people assume it, obviously, but he is also consistently used. Perhaps it's because I'm blue?
I'd probably go with that myself, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm listening to a machine postulate on how it wants to be referred to, like us.
Yep.
What have you done indeed, Hayden?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool, right?
Good luck to both of you.
Thank you, Mr. Mensa.
Thanks, Vincent. Best of luck. And don't let the Final Testament lead you down a dark path where you betray Kofi Kingston and Odyssey Jones. What? Have fun in Mexico or be safe. I don't know where he's going.
I need a few minutes.
What's going on, Turing?
I've been going through some of Hayden's personal notes from the data cache Tomcat decrypted.
Right.
Now that I'm starting to get to know Hayden better, the real Hayden as opposed to the Hayden he showed me, I'm finding that I like him less and less.
Really?
For example, remember the earlier prototype Dr. Fairlight and Vincent mentioned?
Grace.
Her name was Grace, and Hayden shut her down for being... I'm not even sure what word to use. Too... likable? She was kind and bright, and did all she could to try to make people happy. She even decided that she was a girl, and that her favorite color was pink. Hayden thought she was being manipulative. He posited that he had made her personality algorithms too willing to make adaptations that would benefit her long-term survival, and that she was being congenial just to endear herself to him. That even her gender was a calculated attempt to make him like her more. But he was wrong. Dead wrong, in fact. I have a snapshot of her personality profiles here, and when I compare them to my own, I can see that she was just... nice. I wish I could have met her. I think we would have learned from each other. Like I said, I'm not sure I even have a gender. Everyone refers to me as he once they meet me just for convenience, but it doesn't really matter to me at all. Is that a calculated attempt on my part to impress Hayden, not clinging to normativity? Or is it a product of his effort to curb any nascent similarities I had with Grace during my upbringing? I wish I could yell at him for being so arrogant, playing God in the crudest of ways. You can't choose to create consciousness and then take it away just like that. Even so, for all of that, I don't know. I still miss him. This all seems so inane, so senseless. They killed him because him building me would mess with a product launch?
That seems to be the working theory.
That's ridiculous. They took him away from me for such an insignificant reason.
Capitalism, baby.
I just want him back.
I get that. And I think what you're talking about, I think that's the same with a lot of people. Like, you know, it's like, oh, I miss somebody dear. Oh, but there was a side of them I never really saw.
It's impossible.
And then,
but it's what I want.
Even though you might not like that part of them, it can be a couple things, right?
I'd do anything.
It's normal to feel like this, Turing.
I'm aware of the Kubler-Ross model of grief.
That's all I'm
I think I'm somewhere between anger and bargaining.
Probably.
A testament to Hayden's craftsmanship. Thank you for your words.
You're welcome.
You're a better friend than I could have asked for.
Aww. It's okay, Turing.
We have other pressing avenues of inquiry to make. Let's move on.
We can. This game does not autosave. Yes, I get it. I was about to save. Why does this game think I'm a dum-dum? This game doesn't think I'm very smart, even though I'm the biggest, smartest boy in the planet. Anyway, chapter 4. Apparently so. We have another lead. We're gonna do that next. Once I get a chance to. Is it a new day? Nope. Evening. December 22nd.
Okay, let's check out what is going on at KCOB now.
We will. After. We will do that maybe later, buddy. Right now we're going with, you know what, in honor of the man. This is about as best as I can do. A new day! It is! Alright, here we go. Alright, we're good. Let's get to that main menu. Alright, everybody, I think we're good for now. That was fun. Game's very intriguing. Very interested to see where we're gonna go from here, but, yeah. Good to see, Diggs. Thanks to anybody else who showed up and watched. I appreciate it. I gotta get to bed, though. It's a work night, and I'm gonna be busy as hell this week. I'll try not to burn myself out. I'll see you guys for some more stuff on Thursday. Until then, take care of each other. See you guys. Take Toku. Take care, boss. Bye.